Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Rebels Radio, here live from I don't even know if the ground's got a name. Actually, we're here at Kings Langley. Does anyone know if this ground's got a name? So that was it, Game Meadow. I remember someone saying that now. We're here live from Kings Langley, not far away from Aylesbury and Hemel Hempstead for today's Evo 6 Southern Premier League match between Kings Langley and Slough Town. We're a little bit early. We'll run through some teams with you and have some news from around as well, and we'll give you some details of obvious things coming up with the return home for Slough, which is penciled in for August the 29th. Keep that date free in your diary. Get down to the new ground on that day. Look out for some information that will be given out at half time, and we'll try and give you some information about blimey, we're in a bit of a funny position here, but we'll talk about the football club and the homecoming. If you want to get in contact with us, you can tweet us. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio. That's all one word, all in lowercase letters. Or you can contact us if you're listening via YouTube. If you scroll down on the page, there's a little bit that says comments. You can come through on that, and I'm sure there's something else, but I've totally forgotten it. Facebook, I think it is, isn't it? Yes, Facebook, that's the other one. We've got a page on Facebook now called Rebels Radio Slough Town. You can come through to say any questions you want to ask, and we shall answer them for you. We're in a strange position. Normally we get a nice little comfy seat in a press box and some lovely time. But, yeah, the problem we've got is that the press box has no power. And unfortunately we do need power to work, so the only power is on the far side of the ground, so we're in between some standing area for the fans today. So I will apologise if you do hear any swear words or any kind of language that the microphones do pick up. Unfortunately we're literally about 2 yards away from the pitch, as Dan's just taken a photo which I'm sure he's going to put out somewhere on Twitter. What are you doing under Slough Town? Supporters Trust. He's going to put it. So if you're on Twitter and you're following the Slough Town Supporters Trust, you'll see exactly what. The main concern that I've got is if it rains, it's going to get wet, which will be no. Two, I've got a real funny minutes. The ball is going to come flying over and hit us in the area. So I'm just going to get a couple of people to stand guard and take the pain as it comes through. So. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but we've got power and we're working, so hopefully you can all hear us, and everything will be okay, and we'll give you all the action of the game. So if you do want to get in contact with us, please don't hesitate. I'm just going to try and set up the Facebook page. I'll run through the teams with you as well in a second, as we're just unfortunately we're going to be right next to some of the old cronies from the Slough lot, so there'll be a lot of moaning about various different things that you'll mostly pick up. It's quite a basic setup here at Kings Langley. It's a team that's had 3 promotions in its last 3 seasons, so they've come through the leagues, and the ground is very nice. It's in a little bit of a little valley kind of thing. I think we've got a canal behind us somewhere. I believe there's a canal, and it's got a little stand of around about 25 seats behind one of the goals, and there's a stand opposite where we are, where the press box is, and that's got around about 100 odd seats down there, and we're standing in a position in between the 2 standing stands in the middle. So I'm right on the halfway line, so I've got a really good view of what's going to go on, and we'll give you all of those details. So we're just going to set up Facebook, and we'll come back to you with the teams and also the other fixtures in today's game. So we're not sure how good the internet is here, so hopefully you are picking us all up, and you're getting everything here. Starting with the home sides, and I do apologise if I do get any of the names wrong, but in goal for Kings Langley is Xavi Comas, 2 is Emmanuel Follerin, 3 is Josh Chamberlain, 4 is ex-Rebel Kyle Anthony, 5 is Stuart Deaton, 6 is Callum Adebayi, 7 Connor Toomey, Gary Connolly wears 8, he's the captain, Lewis Toomey wears 9, Emmanuel Sanduku wears 10, 11 is Ryan Plowright. Substitutes for Kings Langley are 12 Sean Coughlin, 14 is David Hutton, 15 is Dean Hitchcock, 16 is Oren Swales, and 17 is Jack Pattison. For the Rebels in goal is Mark Scott. 2, Sean Fraser, who's captain. 3 is Paul Stonehouse. 4, Guy Hollis. 5 is Brad Hewitt. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, James Dobson. 8, Simon Dunn. 9, Gavin James. 10, Charlie Moon. 11, Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels is 12, Josh Jackman. 14, Lee Togwell. 15 is Adrian Sear. 16, Charlie Lasasso. And 17 is Lee Barney. So no changes for the Rebels from Tuesday's defeat against Banbury, where Slough will be very disappointed not to have come away with at least something from the game. Really good team performance from them, but that sucker punch, as it was on the 88th minute, I'm being attacked by some flies around here. I think it's because some of the Slough fans are standing next to us. They've brought them over from wherever they were. So we're being attacked by various different midges, so that will just add to the fun that we've got, and we'll be doing that. I'll run through the other games in our league. There was a photo there, we've been retweeted by Slough Town of me stuck next to I'm actually stuck next to floodlights, which hopefully we won't need to use today, and we'll run through the other fixtures in today's games with you in a second. So if you do get in contact, we'll give you a shout out, say who you are and where you're listening from. So I'll just give you some of the other games that we've got. We've only got 5 teams left in the league with a 100% record. There are 7 teams who are still unbeaten after 2 games. The fixtures for the rest of the Evo Stick Southern Premier League look like this. 5th place Banbury play Kings Langley, who surprisingly sit in 21st position, but it is only 2 games in, but they're one of the hot favourites for the league. Cambridge City versus Chippenham, Chesham versus Dorchester, Cinderford versus St Ives, Cirencester versus Biggleswade, Hazen Yedding versus Leamington, Kettering versus Hitching, Kings Langley versus Slough, Merthyr versus Dunstable, St Neots at home to Frome, Stratford versus Basingstoke, who were favourites for the league, currently sitting in 23rd, and the last game is Weymouth in 15th versus Redditch, who top the league. So those are the fixtures from the other games around, and we'll keep you updated with the scores as we can. So we're a few minutes away from kickoff. If you are going to tweet us, then we would like you to tweet with the hashtag #RebelsReturn. That is obviously because of the homecoming that we're going to have on August the 29th. So we want to get people, if you could hashtag #RebelsReturn on any of your tweets, that would be fantastic. Just on the team news for Slough, 2 players who failed fitness tests in training are Mark Nisbet and Lewis Putman, so they're not fit for today, which is why it's an unchanged team from Tuesday. Just again, I'm being attacked by midges and God knows what here. I think it's a bit too close to the trees, but there we go. We'll see how it goes today. And we've got, if you haven't seen, there's a competition in the local papers regarding the first game of the season where the club are looking for 22 mascots. So if you click on their websites from either the Slough Observer or the Slough Express, or you buy the paper itself, you can just seeing the ball get stuck somehow get stuck in a fence. There's a little fence that goes round, and then there's another wire fence that's going around the side there. Someone's just got the ball stuck. So the mascot thing is, if you go onto those papers or into their websites, you enter a competition for the chance to be a mascot. You can't actually be 45 years old and be a mascot. Unfortunately, there is an age range on there, and if you click on it, it does give you the age range. It does start from 5 upwards, and because of the 3G pitch, that any mascot will have to wear special trainers. They're not expensive kind of stuff like that, but they're just like Astro trainers, because you're obviously on a 3G pitch and it's council owned, and that's what the company have decided. So that's what you need to do, but please have a look at that as well. Keep your eye also on the Slough Town FC website, as they give out more details about that homecoming game on August the 29th and some upcoming fixtures. Just to remind you that the next 2 matches for Slough are home games. We'll be at home on Tuesday for the visit of Stratford, and we're also at home next Saturday for the visit of St Ives. There's Yeah, have you ever wanted to punch someone? If you've ever wanted to punch a Slough fan, come with me and we'll. Mr. Delaney's trying to be funny down here, but he's terrible. So they're just taking the mickey because I'm stuck in the middle of the freezing cold. It's a slightly overcast day here at Kings Langley, and we're a couple of minutes away from kick-off. And just watching as the Kings Langley substitutes just finish warming up, and we'll just try and describe the ground to you. Behind one goal is the little stand with the 25 seats. It's literally right behind the goal. Behind the far stand, on the other side behind the goal, is some fencing. There was some standing area. The dugouts, well, if I tell you what, there won't be much trouble between the two dugouts today. I don't think I've seen dugouts that far apart ever before. It's a good 50-60 yards between the two dugouts. So if there is any trouble between them, I think they'd be knackered by the time they get to the point where they fight. The two teams are just coming out. Slough are in their new away kit of light blue, very much like Lazio kit. It's all light blue, so it's light blue shorts and light blue socks as well, and the shirt is light blue with a little white strip that kind of comes down from the sleeve down the very front. Kings Langley are in a red, and it's a strange coloured top. It's red and white. It starts off red and then turns into red and white stripes halfway down. They got white shorts on and red socks. The goalkeepers, for those of you crossing off your highlight colour chart, it's bright orange goalkeeper top for Kings Langley. He's actually wearing bright orange luminous top, and then he's got blue shorts and blue socks which don't match any of the other colours that Kings Langley wear. Slough is Mark Scott's the Jolly Green Giant today, as he's all in a lighter luminous green, shall we say. Not as bad as it has been before. He's just running over to get a couple of pies, I think. He's getting a couple of water bottles. As we're a couple of minutes away from kick-off, I'll run through those teams with you again as the referee just comes out to make sure that the net's right. Starting with the home side, Kings Langley. In goal is Xavi Comas. 2 is Emmanuel Follerin. 3, Josh Chamberlain. 4 is Carl Anthony. 5, Stuart Deaton. 6, Callum Adebayi. 7, Connor Toomey. 8 is Gary Connolly, who's the captain. 9 is Lewis Toomey. 10, Emmanuelson Duku. 11 is Ryan Plowright. Substitutes are 12, Sean Coughlin. 14, David Hutton. 15, Dean Hitchcock. 16 is Oren Swales. 17 is Jack Patterson. For the Rebels, in goal is Mark Scott. 2, Sean Fraser, who's captain. 3, Paul Stonehouse. 4, Guy Hollis. 5, Brad Hewitt. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, James Dobson. 8 is Simon Dunn. 9, Gavin James. 10, Charlie Moon. 11, Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels, 12, Josh Jackman. 14, Lee Togwell. 15, Adrian Sear. 16, Charlie Lasasso. And 17 is Lee Barney. And the substitutes are just for Slough, just walking past us here at the moment. And the referee just chatting to the two captains as yet again another attack from the midges around here. Well, at least you can say I don't get a bite from something or other. So we're just waiting for the referee just to go. Today is Tim Donnellan. His assistants are James Killen and Matthew Ball. And it looks like Slough will be shooting from right to left as Slough just go into a team huddle. And the match will start very, very shortly. It's Kings Langley will have the kick-off. As the fans just started getting into position behind the goals of the team they're supporting. The Slough have come out of their huddle. The game looks like it's going to be underway any second. Just waiting for the referee, Mr. Donovan, to make sure that everything's fine. He's happy. Is he going to start? He's ready. Just checking with his linesman. And that's it. Kings Langley kick off here. And immediately they're on the attack. It's a good tackle there by thing, but it's come out on the far hand side to the right back Follerin. Follerin here up against Stonehouse. Does well. Plays it off Stonehouse and it's a corner. immediately start. Good start here from Kings Langley. They forced a corner already, and just trying to get the idea of the formation that Kings Langley have. Looks like they're going to send 2 over for the corner. It's going to be Chamberlain and Connolly who've gone over for the corner. Thank you. As the corner comes into the near post, that's easily cleared by Simon Dunn. Comes out to Dobson. Dobson launches a long ball down for Charlie Moon. Moon does well to take the ball well, just under a bit of pressure here. Time to turn. Gives it to Dunn. Dunn under pressure. Plays the ball down, looking for the ball there, but it's cleared up there by Toomey, and Toomey just slows the ball down. Out to Connolly. Connolly plays into Carl Anthony. Carl Anthony under pressure. Out on the far side now here to Adebayo. Adebayo just inside his own half. Plays the ball off Borenhouse and out for a throw-in on the far hand side. And early start. Here's Kings Langley on the ball. Long throw forwards, looking for the head. It's cleared by Fraser, but it's come through to Connolly. Connolly on the edge. He goes back on the far hand side now to Plowrup. Plays the ball in, but cut out there by Guy Hollis. And Hollis has time to turn and clear the ball forwards. Looking for Gavin James, who's beaten to the ball by Adebayo. James falls to the ground. Simon Dunn wins. Slight high boot there, but the referee says no. Guy Hollis then wins it now on the far hand side to Harris. Harris down to Fraser. Fraser stops, looks the ball forwards now, looking for Moon. It's come off Kyle Anthony, but Anthony recovers well and then head back to the goalkeeper Kumas. And Kings Langley here with the ball, and Kumas just plenty of time, just waiting for an option up front before he releases it, and looks long. Huge ball down, and again well won there by Guy Hollis. The ball will come through to Warren Harris. First to the ball, back to Nathan Webb. Webb trying to find the ball for James, but cleared by Adebayo. Comes into the centre here, but poor touch there by Kings Langley. It's come through to Dunn. Dunn spreads the ball out now to Stonehouse. Stonehouse crossing the halfway line. Connolly in play, but plays it into Charlie Moon. Moon just comes a little bit deep. We've got 2 players on him there. Loses the ball. Well won there by Carl Anthony. Carl Anthony goes back to his goalkeeper. That's a little bit short. Comas does well to come out and just get there before the Slough player. And then Hollis wins the first header, but then it comes through to Dooku, but his touch is a little bit heavy there. And straight into the arms for the first touch of the game for Mark Scott in the Slough goal. And he's just, again, he's just going to come over a little bit further across. There's been a goal already in the game between St Neots and Frome. St Neots, who we played on the opening day season, didn't look the best of sides. They're 1-0 up already against Frome. There's a long ball cleared by Anthony. It's come through to Stonehouse. Flicks it in towards Dobson. Dobson now with the ball. Gets a chance to put a really good cross in at the far post. Warren House will try and keep that in for the Rebels. Does well on that far hand side. Needs a little bit of help. He's just looking for some help. Will come through from Fraser. Fraser hits it straight in, but it comes off a Kings Langley player on the far hand side. I think it's Chamberlain. It's come off its first corner of the game to Slough. And Slough will send Dobson over for this one. Hewitt and Hollis both going forwards for this corner for the Rebels. So St Neots 1-0 up at the moment. And we're just waiting for the corner to come in as Slough just go into some kind of set routine that they've got. And Dobson with this in-swinging corner goes towards the back post. It's a free header for Hewitt. Heads it down and it's bounced across the face of the goal and over the top of the bar. Good header there. So a free header just came to him a little bit low, and unfortunately he couldn't get that header on target, and it remains here at the game meadow. It's 0-0. So a good set piece there from James Dobson on the far hand side as Comas just looks to get his team a little bit further up the pitch here on this sunny but slightly overcast day. So its ball's been played for. It's one through, but it's won by Slough. Come down, cleared by Adebayo. Ball forwards, looking for the run of Dooku. The ball will come to Mark Scott. He just has to come to the edge of his area to win it. Clears the ball to Dobson, but Dobson's touch has been taken away by Follering. Follering now charging forwards for Kings Langley. He's going to look. He shoots. It's well blocked there by Brad Hewitt, but it'll come out on the far side to Chamberlain. Chamberlain into Toomey and then out to Adebayo. Adebayo can bring the ball forwards now for Kings Langley, but Slough win the ball with a good tackle. Now Slough on chance to break here with Simon Dunn. Simon Dunn under a bit of pressure here and wins a free kick just inside his own half for a foul there by Connolly. And it's mid-city here. It's loads of midgets. The ball's been played over to Dobbo. Dobbo heads it into the path of Stonehouse on the left-hand stone. Stonehouse goes and evades a challenge. Still got the ball, got it onto his right foot. Shot blocked by Follering, and Follering trying to bring the ball forwards now, but tackled by Nathan Webb. Webb with a good play. He's going to play the ball into James. He's got Dobson outside. Dobson is that fine. He hits it in low. It's cleared by Carl Anthony at the second attempt. It's booted high in the air, and Stonehouse is underneath. It's the judge to a push Follering, and it's a free kick to Kings Langley. And it looks like maybe Kings Langley are playing with a free at the back formation with it being Kyle Anthony, Deaton and Adebayo as the three centre-backs. Following as he's almost playing as a right winger at the moment, as we wait for Comas to take this free kick. Halfway inside the Kings Langley half. Played forwards looking for the head of Toomey, but it's only straight into the arms of Mark Scott under no pressure whatsoever. And Scott just with a long kick forward here, trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James takes it on his chest but can't control it. It's come through to... we've got two Toomeys in the team. That's why I'm getting confused. There's a Connor Toomey and a Lewis Toomey. That's mostly why I was getting a little bit confused. Ball's played out here to Kings Langley to Dooku. Dooku challenged by Hollis. Comes through to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a punch ball forward. Just trying to release the two strikers, but it will come through to Mark Scott and Scott. So we've got two Toomey. I didn't even realise that. That's how much attention I was paying. So number 7 is Connor Toomey and number 9 is Lewis Toomey. Scott, long ball forwards, looking for the run of Dobson. And although it's been missed by following, Dobbo puts the ball in first time. It will come through to James, but Anthony gets there first. And it's another corner to the Rebels. Slough, fortunate to get the little push there on Kyle Anthony as he came to challenge for the ball, but the referee says there's nothing wrong with it. It's a corner to Slough, this time on the near side. So this will be an outswinger from Dobson. Just again, Hollis and Hewitt have gone forwards for this one. And they're making some runs. Goes to the near post. Hewitt tries to flick it on. It's come off Deaton, so it's another corner to the Rebels. And the shout from the Slough Town managers is to change the whatever kind of ball they were planning on putting in. So we'll just wait. This time it's near post. It's clicked on by Hewitt, and Hewitt's adjusted to a foul there. He's I think it was Dooku who went for the ball, tried to head it a bit low. Just got caught there by Brad Hewitt, and it's a free kick. Ball ended up on the side of the side net, but it's a free kick for I'd say it's a foul on it must have been Follerin actually, not Dooku, but there you go. As Comas looks to get the game back underway with this free kick on the edge of his area, plays the ball long looking for Toomey. It's come off the head of Hewitt. Follerin tries to keep it and hits Stonehouse on the back, and now Dooku trying to turn. He's just turned away from goal, gives it to Connolly. Connolly plays it across to Lewis Toomey. Lewis Toomey can bring the ball forwards here, trying to get the ball, but it's broken nicely to Slough, and Slough clear through Hewitt. Comes to Anthony. Anthony heads it back into the centre. Connolly clears up, and then along to Deaton, and Deaton just under a bit of pressure. Can't go back to his goalkeeper. Has to play the ball forwards, and Hewitt's just going to let the ball run, and he just controls it, stops, and takes Dooku out the game. Ball still with Brad Hewitt. Plays a poor ball through, though, won by Connor Toomey. Toomey just looking for a bit of space here. Looks up, trying to play it, but Brad Hewitt first to the ball again, but only back as far as Connor Toomey. Then cleared by Adebayo, but that's a poor ball. In fact, it's not a poor ball, it's a free kick to Kings Langley there for a foul from Slough player on the far hand side. So it's just inside the Slough half for a free kick. They take it quickly through Deaton, but that's a poor free kick and safely into the hands of Mark Scott. And Scott, he's wasted that one there. He's trying to get Dobson free on that left hand side, but just a little bit too far in front. And it's a throw into Kings Langley right here, right in front of our commentary position. It's going to be Follerin that takes this throw in. He's gained a few yards already. Can gain some more. No, he throws it in quickly for Lewis Toomey. Takes it on his chest under a bit of pressure from a couple of Slough players. Comes to Follerin. Plays the ball down the line looking for Dooku to shoot. In the foot race here with Guy Hollis. It's a little bit too much on it. Guy Hollis does really good defending there from Guy Hollis. Just shields Dooku off the ball, and it's out for a goal kick. There's been a goal in the game between Hayes and Yedding and Leamington. Leamington lead. Leamington sitting third in the table. Have taken a 1-0 lead away to Hayes in the 4th minute. So it's Hayes and Yedding 0. Leamington 1. Slough just being pummeled into a little area here as a long ball from Scott comes in, looking for Dobson, but just over his head, and it's out for a throw in. And again, Follerin will take this throw in for Kings Langley. Just looking for some movement, and it throws it in eventually. And it's been won by Simon Dunn. Comes through to Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on, but Follerin first to the ball. Does well to turn. Plays the ball out to Deaton at the free centre of the three backs. He's being chased down by Gavin James. He'll go across to Adebayo, who's under pressure from Warren Harris. Chips the ball forwards. It's come off Chamberlain now. Up to Plowright. Plowright on that far hand side up against Fraser. Does well to keep the ball in. Turns. Keeps it in place. Trying to play it in here to Connolly. Connolly with a bit of space here to look up. Plays it into Lewis Toomey. Trying to give it one fun. And Dooku shoots. He's left it for Connolly to shoot, sorry. But Slough appealing for a foul there. It's come for it's a shot there, just safely into the arms of Mark Scott. And no real venom in that shot here early on. So 10 minutes gone. Still Kings Langley 0, Slough 0. Again, long ball forwards looking for Dobson. Dobson does well. Wins the first header. And did it come off? It's come off Dobson. It's out for a goal kick. And the game's just settling down. Slough not really in the game. Kings Langley just had the better of the ball at the moment in open play. Slough just trying to get to grips with this 3-5-2 formation that Kings Langley are playing as Kumas gets the game back underway with a goal kick, aimed for following. Over his head comes to Toomey. Toomey's got time to chest the ball down and run. He's going to chip the ball forwards here for Dooku. Dooku in a foot race with Hollis. Just gets it on the outside of the edge. He's been pushed into the corner flag. He's trying to get his way out. A couple of people standing in the way. I can't see, but it's a throw into Kings Langley. I'm sure there are some yellow lines there on the ground for a reason. Ball's been taken quickly to Toomey. Toomey trying to play the ball back to Following. Bit of a heavy touch there by Toomey. And out for a Slough throw. So we can't see anything down this sideline because people are standing in the little yellow areas where you're not supposed to stand. So Slough with the throw in. It's come through to Gavin James. He misses the ball. It's come through to Carl Anthony. Heads it forwards. Then wins the second header. It's been played forwards. Comes out now to Adebayo. Adebayo on the left-hand side of the ball. Comes out to Plowright in towards Chamberlain. Chamberlain under a little bit of pressure back to Plowright. He plays it to Adebayo. Kings Langley just slowing the game down here. Trying to find the ball forward. It's taken out there by Nathan Webb and picked up by Warren Harris. Harris trying to play the ball to Gavin Jones. Just played it in the wrong direction there. And then Deaton goes back to his goalkeeper Coombs. Coombs picks up on the edge of the area and clears long. Good ball down, but that's going to have a little bit too much on it. Brad Hewitt decides to head it into the path of Paul Stonehouse, who's got lots of time here to bring the ball forwards for Slough in the left-back position, just inside the Kings Langley. Oh, he's trying to be too clever. Been robbed here by Connolly. Connolly plays the ball in, headed clear by Brad Hewitt, and Stonehouse seemed to be indicating that there wasn't much of an option forward for him. It's a throw-in for Kings Langley, halfway inside the Slough half, not far away from the Slough penalty area. As we just wait for this throw to come in from Following. And trying to find Dooku up against Hollis, and it's a corner. I thought that was a corner. It looked like Dooku had flicked the ball up off Hollis's face, but the referee says no, it's a goal kick. And that stops the end of that Kings Langley attack. And we played 30 minutes. It's 0-0 here. And at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to rain, which is a good thing. As both teams... Kings Langley settled a lot more into this game at the moment. Slough just not getting into the thing as Scott gets the game back under with this long kick. And won by Carl Anthony. Then Nathan Webb with the second header comes through to James. James trying to release Simon Dunn. Dunn beaten to the ball by Adebayo, but picked up by Warren Harris on the edge area. Comes through to Moon. Moon on the edge of the area for Slough. Shoots, but it's cut across the ground and safely picked up by Comas, who immediately bowls the ball out for Plowright on that far hand side to try and play the ball forward. He hits it straight at Warren Harris and it comes through to Fraser. Fraser towards Nathan Webb. Nathan Webb does well, turns but loses the ball to 2 minutes. Come back from the other Connolly now to Connor Toomey. He goes all the way back to his goalkeeper from the centre circle. And Kumas takes the touch, being chased down there by Nathan Webb. Ball's played through, looking for Connolly. Connolly wins, then it comes off Stonehouse, but Following in acres of space. Just couldn't get a good touch on the ball there. And it's out for a throw into Slough. Stonehouse takes quickly towards Simon Dunn. Back towards Stonehouse, who hoofs the ball forwards, looking for the run of Gavin James. Gavin James does well, wins the first header, but it comes through to Adebayo as Moon tries to put him under pressure. He plays it out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain being marked here by Fraser. As it's not so much Lord of the Flies, but Attack of the Flies here. The ball's played through to Dooku. Dooku in a foot race with Hollis. It's on the far side. He's down by the byline. Gets a cross in, and it's a goal already for Kings Langley. The goal coming from Lewis Toomey. Dooku with the ball across in the 15th minute. It's a goal for Lewis Toomey. played in. Good play there by Dooku on that far hand side. He managed to get the ball in low. It's gone across the face of the goal, and standing totally unmarked at that far post was Lewis Toomey, who makes it Kings Langley 1, Slough Town 0. And that goal coming in the 15th minute here at Gay Meadow. And Slough just haven't started the game at all here. And Kings Langley deservedly in front. And they've got Rich Pickens there. Good, deserve the goal, and that's what they've got. So they lead 1-0 here. Slough yet to really get into the game. Goal in the game for Stratford. Stratford are 1-0 up now at home to Basingstoke. Goals flying in around. As Slough take the kick off, the ball comes back to Nathan Webb. Webb playing the ball out here on the far hand side to Harris. Harris with a chance to run here. Gets past Chamberlain. Plays the ball in. It's a bit too heavy there. Trying to find Dobson, but it will come through to Following. Following under a little bit of pressure here. Comes off him. And it's actually come off Dobson, so it's a throw to Kings Langley, just deep inside their own half, not far from their corner flag. As Slough try and put the leaders here under pressure. Taken quickly to Carl Anthony, who clears long. Brad Hewitt with a touch there. It's not the best of touches in the foot race here between Guy Hollis and Toomey. And it's back into the arms of Mark Scott. Mark Scott rolls it out to Fraser. Fraser challenged by Plowright, and it comes off Plowright. It's a throw into Slough. There's I don't know what kind of aftershave I'm wearing, but it's certainly attracting the flies here today. There's about 20 of them just sat on our internet thing. As Slough had the ball back underway with Fraser. Simon Dunn. Dunn just picks the ball up, plays it now to Moon. It's come off a deflection, and it's picked up by Chamberlain. He's been robbed by Warren Harris, but then Slough lose the ball to Plowright, plays the ball forwards, but Fraser comes through, chests the ball down on the halfway line, just slips, plays it into Simon Dunn. Simon Dunn to Nathan Webb. Slough playing a little bit better football here now. Out towards Stonehouse. He's just crossed the halfway line. Up towards Dobson. Just puts Dobson under a bit of pressure here. Follower tackles him, but comes through to Nathan Webb. Webb plays it into Gavin James. Gavin James holds it up on the edge, plays it out wide. A little bit heavy, but does control well by Fraser. Fraser chance to put the ball in. Headed clear by Kyle Anthony. It'll come out now to Toomey, Lewis Toomey, scorer, but he's been robbed by Nathan Webb. Webb trying to play the ball here, trying to find Warren House. Warren has got to do a lot to get this ball in. He can't keep it in. It's out for a goal kick. Good play there by Slough, but well defended by Kings Langley. And it remains Kings Langley 1, Slough 0. And there's a substitution already for Slough. Josh Jackman coming on early. And we're just going to see who's coming off. As we normally have a look. I think it's Brad Hewitt who's coming off. It is Brad Hewitt who's coming off with an injury. So it's Hewitt off. And then coming on is Josh Jackman making his debut. That substitution on 18 minutes. So making his debut is Josh Jackman, and Sean Fraser will go into the centre-back position. Jackman will go as right-back. And Hewitt just walking past, going straight into the dressing room to get changed. Long ball forward, won by Guy Hollis. Heads the ball forward. Charlie Moon in a foot race here with Anthony, but Anthony will see that ball out. And it's out for a throw-in on this near-hand side. Yes, we're just waiting for the ball to come in from Following. It's been kicked out by Paul Stonehouse, literally right in front of us. So just got to keep an eye on the equipment here. So long ball throw for Dooku wins the first header, but it's come through to Dunn. Dunn with a good touch. Then flicking the ball forward, but Carl Anthony wins it. And then it's cleared away by Connor Toomey. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Dooku, but it'll come into the penalty box. And it's back into the arms of Mark Scott. Banbury United, for some, I don't know how they've done it, but Banbury are 3-0 up already, and they are at home to Kings Lynn, so they're charging forward. Long ball forward, trying to find Dobson again, just over his head, and that tactic doesn't seem to be working for Slough at the moment. And so, yeah, Banbury United 3, Kings Lynn 0 is the latest score there. So we'll try and see. Just waiting for Following to take this throw in on this near hand side. Just comes through. It's Stonehouse with the header. Flicks on to Dunn. Dunn towards Charlie Moon. Moon holds the ball up well, trying to find Dunn. Dunn does well to win it. Gets past another challenge. Still got the ball. Oh, it just sneakily goes past two players to Dobson. Dobson shoots, but it's blocked there by Connor Toomey and out for another Slough corner. And Slough just putting a little bit of pressure here. Now they've got this corner. They've lost the height of Brad Hewitt from set pieces, and it's going to be Jackman and Hollis that will go forwards for this one. And Slough will just keep a couple of players back. It's going to be an outswinging corner for the Rebels. As Dobson looks to take it, Slough make a few moves. It's to the near post. It's gone through everyone. Oh, and it's going to come through to Toomey. Toomey trying to find Dooku here. Dooku in a foot chase with Fraser. Dooku's going to win that one. He's got stretched to it first, and then Fraser's trying to race down with him. He's gone down to the far line. He gets the ball in. It's come through though to Stonehouse. Stonehouse under a bit of pressure, has time to clear and clears well. And then it's going to try and find Moon. Moon is in a foot race with Carlette. He's offside, and that will be the end of that. And Kings Langley looking very dangerous there from the Slough corner. Wasn't the best of corners. It's cleared well. And Dooku on the attack just couldn't make anything of it. So it's a free kick to Kings Langley for an offside against Charlie Moon. And it's taken quickly by Deaton. Deaton trying to find the run of Plowright. It's going to come through to Mark Scott. Grabs it just inside the area as Chamberlain was trying to come down and get it. Scott trying to launch Slough forwards, but it's come through to Deaton. His ball's only as far as Guy Hollis. Hollis now to Stonehouse. Stonehouse picks it up on the halfway line. Just needs a little bit of an option. Ball chips the ball over, but chips it out of play and out for a goal kick. And just waiting for the throw. They're taken quickly by Kings Langley. And then to Carl Anthony, played forward, one by Warren House, and it's flicked through now to Gavin James. Gavin James got time to turn. He's going to try and play Moon in here, but Moon's going to have to do well to keep this ball in. He does well, keeps down by the byline, crosses, but it comes off the head of Deaton, and it's out for another corner for the Rebels. And Slough will be looking to do a little bit better with this corner. That last one led to a great attack by Kings Langley, and Slough will not want that to happen. As it's going to be an outswing corner again from this near side for Dobson, just signalling what he's going to do with this ball. So just wait for this outswinging corner to come in. Slough just make a little bit of move. This one's a bit deeper to the far post where Hollis heads it back towards the goal. It's cleared away there by Deaton. It'll come through to Warren Harris, and Harris hooks the ball, trying to find the run of Dobson, but well spotted by Follerin, who clears well, and then Stonehouse under some pressure here hooks the ball forward. It's over now. This is a chance for Dobson. He's got a bit of space here to run into on the edge of the penalty area. He's trying to go past a couple of players. He needs to get the cross in. Gets to the byline, comes off Follerin, and it's another corner to Slough. Slough with some pressure here at the moment on Kings Langley, but they do trail 1-0 thanks to that goal in 15th minute by Lewis Toomey. And Slough just trying to get something from these set pieces. They've had quite a few corners. Nothing's come of it as yet. As the movement comes through on that far hand. So this one's a poor one. It's been cleared easily. Doesn't beat the first man. And it will come out, and Sean Fraser will just let that ball run out of play. And it's a throw to Slough. And Stonehouse will come across to take this throw for the Rebels. And looks for a throw. Trying to find Dobson. Dobson does well to take it, but it's cleared by Follerin, but only as far as Plowright. Plowright with a little time. Clears long. Well spotted by Hollis, who intercepts the ball well. Plays it to Dunn. Dunn's just robbed of the ball, though, by Plowright. And Plowright's pro here. And Plowright's got a chance to run on goal here. He's got into the box. The goalkeeper comes out, and then a great challenge there by Nathan Webb, who made up a lot of space there, but Slough just caught out again. They're not strong in the tackle in the centre midfield. And Kings Langley looking to attack really quickly, but this time Slough defended a little bit better than they did. And it's out for a corner. Chesham have taken the lead through Drew Roberts. It's Chesham 1, Dorchester 0. As again, two players go over for. I can't see into the corner. There's two players over in the corner for Kings Langley, Chamberlain and Connolly, and it's a free header there but it's gone to the far post. It's headed off Toomey, Lewis Toomey it is, and out over the bar for a goal kick. And the poor lad, ball boy's got to go into the thick bushes and stinging nettles over there to get the ball, and it's going to be a goal kick to Slough. We've played 24 minutes here at Gay Meadow. It's still Kings Langley 1, Slough Town 0, and getting bitten and attacked by millions of flies. As Scott launches a long ball down, it's going to be Warren Harris. He flicks it on to Moon. Moon now up against Deaton on the edge of the area. Turns well. Plays it in towards Warren Harris. Warren Harris bursts into the box. Gets pushed off the ball there by Carl Anthony. Good defending there by the ex-Rebel. And he knocks it clear for a throw in on that far-hand side. But Slough just playing a little bit of football there, trying to get into the box. And Slough going to take a throw with Jackman on the far-hand side. Jackman takes it short to Warren Harris. Onto his chest. Back towards Jackman. Jackman just doesn't cross it in first time. Hits it in low, and it's scooped away there And out from Adebayo for a corner to Slough. And Slough with a lot of pressure here at the moment, but unfortunately nothing to show for it. Still losing 1-0. And they need a little bit more quality on the ball. As it's going to be an in-between corner from Dobson on the far side, where all the Slough fans are gathered. This one's aimed for far post. It's come through to Hollis. Hollis heads it into the box. It's headed almost clear. It's come through to Gavin James. Pushed away there by Kumas. James trying to flick it back in. The ball's still there. And then it is finally cleared on the far side. Then Toomey does really well. Lewis Toomey to head the ball, and Sean Fraser now just under a bit of pressure. He's played it all the way across here looking for Nathan Webb. And Nathan Webb's now under pressure from two Kings Langley players. He's misjudged the header. Lewis Toomey does well to win the ball. Back in now to Gary Collins. Oh, he goes past one player. Trying to chip it into Dooku. Dooku hits it. It's hit Paul Stonehouse. And then Mark Scott gathers the ball just as it was going goalwards. And Slough again from their own set pieces have been hit on the break. And Kings Langley again looking dangerous with every counter-attack that they're launching at the moment. Slough just not dealing with it at the moment, and Slough not putting enough pressure on the goalkeeper. Long kick by Scott. This one will go all the way through and into Kumas, who grabs the ball just under the edge of his 6-yard line. And already some of the Slough fans in the stand next to us are whinging. As long kick by Kumas. Dooku's underneath it. It's won by Stonehouse. Comes through to Dunn. Dunn will go to Fraser, who's now playing centre-back. He'll go back to Scott. Scott under a bit of pressure from Plowright. Plays the ball forwards. Won by Kyle Anthony, but that one will come out of play and out for a throw-in. And at the moment, Slough just can't get to grips with the formation that is being played. And the ball's with Stonehouse. Takes it quickly towards Nathan Webb. Webb with a bit of space. Does well to evade a tackle. Plays the ball down for Gavin James. Heavy touch by him. And it will throw to Connolly. Connolly though robbed. Oh, that is terrible, referee. Connolly loses the ball to Gavin James. James can't believe that that's a foul. I can't believe it's a foul. I don't think anyone can believe it's a foul, but it is. It's a free kick to Kings Langley. And Anthony takes and goes all the way back to his goalkeeper already. And Kumas, under no pressure from any Slough fan, will just have time to look up and launch a ball forwards. Only one there by Nathan Webb. And it's come through on the far hand side. Adebayo is first to the ball, trying to shield it off of Warren Harris. And it's out for a throw to Kings Langley. And Kings Langley take the throw quickly. Headed away by Jackman. Only as far as Connor Toomey. Plays it into Connolly. Connolly with a bit of space. Now they play it in through to Lewis Toomey. Scored the first goal. He's got a chance. He puts it into the back of the net. Chips it over the advancing Mark Scott. And it's 2-0 here to Kings Langley. And that goal in the 28th minute. And Slough have just been totally taken apart by this team, who are playing with a lot of confidence. Three promotions in 3 years. Toomey's getting behind the defence every time. And it's a little bit too easy. Toomey's got 2 goals already. Lewis Toomey is, and he's just feeling, I don't know if he's got a little bit of an injury there, but he's just feeling something after that run through. But Slough being torn apart here by Kings Langley, and it's not good for the Rebels at the moment. 2-0 down, and Slough just not looking to make any changes at the moment. Slough with the kick-off, and just wait for the referee to get the game back underway. And Slough kick-off, back with Nathan Webb. Webb plays it out to Jackman. Jackman just under a lot of pressure from Dooku. Slough with the ball with Fraser, back towards Jackman. Slough again just can't get to grips with this formation that Kings Langley are playing. It's just play here between Jackman and Webb. Ball up towards now Fraser. Harris just closed down. Back towards Nathan Webb. Webb with a chance to play the ball forwards. Trying to find Charlie Moon. Moon with a really heavy touch there. And the ball will come straight through to the goalkeeper, Kumas. And to see if there's any scores around. Cinderford are losing at home to St Ives as the ball just comes straight through and almost hits our commentary position. It's a throw for Slough, taken quickly by Stonehouse. Trying to find Dobson. Dobson just takes it on his chest. And 2 Slough players don't pick the ball up, miss it each other. Dunn plays it, it's over the top. And it's going to come down on our heads, is it? No, I think it's stuck on the roof somewhere. And the ball throw has been taken quickly by Slough, but really poor, and they've given away. And Toomey, scorer of the 2 goals, is currently just down on his haunches here at the moment. He's just going to get some treatment. So a little bit of a break in play as well. We'll see what's going on. So Toomey gets some treatment here at the moment as there's a break in play. We'll see if we can give you some more scores from around the game. Froome had a penalty trying to get back into that game. We'll see what else is going down. Windsor and Eton are losing 1-0 to Epsom and Ewell. Merthyr are 1-0 up at the moment in their game against Dunstable. As Toomey just comes off here and he's just having a chat with his physio. And looks like he's got an asthma inhaler, so maybe that's what it is, just a bit out of breath. Yeah, and he's just on the sideline, just having a breather at the moment. There's a throw in for Kings Langley, down to 10 men at the moment, and Stonehouse can't win the header. It comes through to Hollis. Hollis chips the ball forwards, headed clear though by Connor Toomey, and then cleared by Adebayo up towards Fraser. Fraser, poor ball in, it's won by Connolly, but it will break kindly to Slough with Stonehouse. Stonehouse plays it out to Dobson. Dobson chips the ball in. Bit of a lazy chip in there, it's headed clear by Connolly. And Slough just not really in the zone at the moment. As Toomey still getting a little bit of help here from in front of us. Slough have a throw on the far hand side, it's still in the corner. Slough won a free kick in the corner flag area. As Toomey comes back on, so Kings Langley back up to 11 players. And Slough have a free kick. It's almost literally in a corner position. Just on the near hand side. Again, Dobson will go over to take this one for Slough. And it's just getting some Slough players just into a little bit of position here. It's like a short corner in hockey, this. Just wait for this ball to come in from Dobson. Dobson, again, it doesn't beat the first man. It's headed clear by Deaton. It's out for a corner though for Slough. As we'll give you some Windsor have equalised in their game. Slough have a corner, just waiting for a ball to come in again. Dobson will take it. It's on this near hand side again, so it'll be a out-swinging corner for the Rebels. It needs a little bit of better quality on the ball. This time it's chipped towards the far post. Hollis with the header, and it's done and done. Scores for Slough. Good back header from Hollis there. Simon Dunn scores. That goal coming in the 33rd minute. As Slough have been given a lifeline in this game. They've not really deserved anything from it so far, but they've got a goal through Simon Dunn, his first goal for the club, with a header from inside the 6-yard box, unmarked. It's Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 1, and Kings Langley will kick off with Dooku and Lewis Toomey around the ball, back towards Kyle Anthony, back across to Deaton, out towards Adebayo. Now Slough with a bit of a spring in their step, played the ball forwards up to Chamberlain, bit of a heavy touch by him, but does well to give it to Plowright. Plowright with a high ball there, and Dooku chases that one, but it's out of play. And out for a throw in on the far hand side. Slough just talking amongst themselves, trying to G each other up. Throw on the far hand side. Jackman to take it for Slough. Just loops the throw. It's cleared well by Adebayo. It will come through to Hollis. Hollis trying to head the ball out here to Stonehouse. Stonehouse plays it to Dobson. Dobson just going to keep this ball in up against Following. Oh, he's trying to knock it past him, but Following's not going to fall for that one. Good defending by him there, but he's knocks it out of play. It's a throw in to Slough. Just level with the Kings Langley penalty area. Stonehouse will take it for the Rebels. Takes it in towards Gavin James. Gavin James controls it on it, gives it to Dunn. Dunn fires it in. Comes out to Gavin James. He shoots, but it just takes a slight deflection of Connolly there, and Comas can save that one easily. It just cuts across the grass there, and a safe save for the goalkeeper. And he looks to try and launch a long ball forwards. It's Fraser underneath it, but Dooku wins the first header, and then Mark Scott just comes to the edge of his penalty area to get the ball before Lewis Toomey, and then rolls it out towards Jackman. Jackman being closed down by Plowright. Plays the ball forwards looking for Moon. Moon yet to get into the game for Slough. Headed clear by Adebayo. Little push there by Connolly maybe, but not. And then a ball over the top looking for the run of Dooku. Dooku up against Guy Hollis on the edge of the Guy Hollis does well. Wins the header and then comes away with the ball. Still running with it. Dooku. And Dooku's adjudged to a foul, but I can't see that being any different to the foul that he just didn't give a minute ago. But it's a free kick to Slough. And Nathan Webb will take this free kick. It's about 10 yards inside their own half. Take it quickly towards Dobson. Dobson crosses the halfway line, looking for a ball over on the far hand side, trying to find Warren Harris up against Chamberlain. Chamberlain wins the first header, but it comes through to Harris. Harris now on that far hand side, trying to get across in. It hits it straight at Chamberlain, out for a throw into Slough, which Jackman goes over to take. Slough a little bit disjointed today. Ball's with Warren Harris. He's cut back to Jackman. Jackman trying to dink the ball in. That's a good ball in to Warren Harris. Plays straight across. Comes out towards Dobson. He shoots and it's 2-2. Just as I said that Slough weren't getting back into the game. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. Goal coming for James Dobson, and it's a James Dobson special. It's with his right foot. His right foot is what he stands on. He's hit it with his right foot into the back of the bottom of the corner of the net. Kumas beaten there, and Slough have come back from being 2-0 down and being torn to pieces to being 2-2, and 2 goals in 3 minutes has totally changed the way this game stands. And Slough looking on the front foot now. As Lewis Toomey tries to take the kick. He's robbed here by Nathan Webb, and now Webb can bring the ball forwards for Slough. He's got a couple of players in front of him. Turns, holds the ball up, plays it now to Dobson. Dobson's got James with him. James and Dobson leave it now with Gavin James. Gavin James trying to release the run of Moon or Dobson, but neither of them saw what had happened, and it's out for a goal kick. So just a reminder here, 2 quick goals in 3 minutes for Slough brought them back into the game. It's 2-2 here at Gay Meadow, and Slough just have come into the game from absolutely nowhere. Didn't really deserve one of the goals, and to be 2 is going to hit us in the area. Dobson does well, wins a header, rises well. Now Kyle Anthony in the foot race with Charlie Moon. Kyle Anthony just seeks the ball out for a throw for Slough, and Slough will have a throw. Stonehouse takes it quickly towards Charlie Moon, back towards Stonehouse, in towards Nathan Webb, 20-35 yards away from goal. Plays it in towards Jackman in a central position here for Slough. Out towards Webb. Webb out towards Dobson. Dobson with a bit of space here to try and play the ball in. He's got it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse by the byline. Plays it back. Well defended there by Dickens. Only as far as Dobson, who drills the ball in. Cleared this time by Connor Toomey. And then between Fraser and Jackman, they defend the ball. It comes out to Hollis on the halfway line. Hollis now out towards Dobson. He's got a chance to leave it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse advanced here for Slough. Back towards Dobson. Dobson just overruns the ball and it's come through, but Nathan Webb trying to get the ball back to me with the heavy touch there. It's come to Chamberlain, gives it to Plowright, and then Kings Langley just try and slow the ball down with Adebayo on that left hand side up against Warren Harris. Crosses the halfway line, trying to find the ball in here to Chamberlain, the left back who'd made a great run and then fires a shot from the edge of the area, but on the corner of the area, and it's high, wide and over the top, and the ball boy's got it. He's managed to get back out of the nettles there, and we've played 38 minutes here at Gay Meadow. Somehow it's Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 2, and the game will get back underway with a goal kick from Mark Scott. And Scott looking to find Dobson again. This one's going to come towards James. James with a touch, plays it in towards Parford Dobson. Dobson looks up, trying to chip the ball in, but Adebayo takes it on his chest and just hooks the ball out towards Chamberlain, the left wing back in that position. Back towards Adebayo, chipping the ball forwards, looking for Plowright over his head, headed by Nathan Webb to Simon Dunn, who plays it out to Jackman, back towards Nathan Webb, and Slough just under a bit of pressure. Gives it to Warren Harris. That's a good ball there by Nathan Webb. Warren Harris got a chance to run at Adebayo. Gets it into Jackman, who just had to halt his run. Jackman still with the ball, chipping it across. It's chested down by Kyle Anthony to Gavin James, but his ball is cut out by Follering, and Follering now got a chance to spread his legs and run. He goes past Simon Dunn as if he's not. Still got the ball with his feet. Now he's going to try and run it past Paul Stonehouse. Paul Stonehouse will do a little bit better to keep the ball, and he shields it out for a throw to Slough. And strangely enough, the Slough fans who were moaning just a little minute ago aren't moaning now. And it's going to be a throw here for Hollis. Just going to make sure it doesn't hit our stuff. Comes off Connolly, goes backwards. Kyle Anthony then wins the header, flicks it infield. Simon Dunn wins the header, but it's going to fall to Moon. Moon does well to win it for Slough. To Nathan Webb. Webb trying to find James. James flicking the ball out on the far hand side straight away, finding the run of Warren Harris. Harris just having to turn, plays it off Chamberlain and out for a throw as the injured Brad Hewitt just walks past us. Slough take the throw quickly with Jackman towards Nathan Webb. Just a heavy touch by him, gives it back to Jackman. Jackman chance to look. Plowright catches him there, and it's a free kick to Slough. And the referee's going to have a word. It's not that bad a challenge, referee. Just get on with it, mate. There's just as a quick word with Plowright. And he's giving him a yellow card. That's amazing. Sometimes you see challenges going and you think that's bad, but it's a yellow card to Plowright in the 40th minute. I don't think it was a yellow card, but hey ho. The referee said it is, and Slough have a free kick. It's about 15 yards inside the Kings Langley half. Dobson with it on this far hand side. That's a great ball in. Comus can only punch as far as Dunn. Dunn runs it through. It's blocked almost on the line there by Following, and then Chamberlain now has a chance to clear in the left back position. Launches the ball, looking for Lewis Toomey, but it's cleared this time by Fraser. Flicked on by Jackman, but Dobson can't keep it in on that far hand side. Good defending this time by Kings Langley from a set piece, and it was Following who was the person blocking that ball. And it's a throw on the far hand side for Adebayo. Adebayo launches the throw forward, looking for Toomey, but Fraser climbing all over him. Ball played over the top here, looking for Dooku, but he's in a foot race with Hollis. And you would bagged on Hollis winning that one. Dooku tries to keep it in, does well to actually keep it in. And then I thought he'd given a foul away, but the ball had actually gone out of play. The linesman on this near hand side had just said that it had gone out of play. So it's a goal kick to Slough. And it's Merthyr 2, Dunstable 1, as their assistant manager's just scored, Danny Talbot. Also Chesham 2, Dorchester 0, as Scott with this long ball forwards. Look again for Dobson. Dobson trying to get to the ball. It's missed by Oldham. Gavin James trying to keep it in on this far hand side, and he can't do it, unfortunately. Spotted here by the linesman and also the home dugouts, who were aware of that. And it's a throw by Following. Goes back to his goalkeeper Kumas. Kumas under a bit of pressure here from James. He looks up, chips the ball forwards, looking for Lewis Toomey. Toomey does well, wins the flick on, but Stonehouse first there for Sal, but it will come through to Connolly. Connolly chipping the ball forwards for Dooku. Dooku looked like he was in an offside position, running out to the byline, hits it straight at Stonehouse, and it's out for a corner coming into the last 3 minutes of this second half here at Gay Meadow. It's Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 2, and again, it's going to be Chamberlain that goes over to take this one. And Connolly goes over looking for to take a short corner. Slough just got to be aware of what's going on here. Slough leave 3 up front, as 2 of the centre-backs go forwards for Kings Langley. It's Chamberlain that places the ball down for this corner. It'll be an in-swing corner from them. Goes to the near post. It's a free header. It's come actually away from the player. It's off one of the Connollys, and the ball played down the line, and Gavin James can't keep it in. It's out for a throw in on the halfway line, and Following will take it for Kings Langley. He's just taking a breather, just waiting for a couple of players to just get back into position there. And he's just waiting for someone to make a bit of that's a foul throw there, but he'd waited about 20 minutes to take the throw, and when he did, it was a foul throw. A bit further forwards, just there. So, as Stonehouse takes the ball, gives it to Nathan Webb. We're being closed down there, just rushes the ball forward, but Charlie Moon trying to give chase for that one, but a little bit out of play, and it's out for a goal kick. And we'll try and keep you up to date with some of the goals and stuff from around the other games in our league. It's going to be a goal kick here to Kings Langley, and Kumas it is that will take it. And a long kick by him, aiming again for Lewis Toomey. This time it's won by Hollis, but only as far as Following. Following takes a heavy touch, then robbed off the ball by Charlie Moon. Charlie Moon brings the ball, just a shirt tug there, and Slough do have a free kick, and well spotted by the referee, and he's signalling what it was for. Slough take it quickly through Dobson, trying to find Warren Harris, but he's out jumped there by Adebayo. It comes through to Chamberlain in the left back position. His ball isn't the best, but he gets it back and he gives it now to Ryan Plowright. Plowright just crossing the halfway line, just looking for a run from a Kings Langley player. Connolly is the one that provides it for him, just turns inside the box, plays it across, and it's just going to reach Following. He has to go back to Kyle Anthony. Anthony with a good touch, chipping the ball forwards, looking for the runner Toomey. Toomey heads it down to Connor Toomey, and then plays the ball. That's a good ball out there into the path of Josh Chamberlain on that far hand side. Chamberlain with a chance to pick up, get it. Oh, it's all the way across the goal, and Dooku just cannot stretch there for Kings Langley. In fact, he's given a corner. It's a great opportunity there for Kings Langley, straight across the face of the goal. 2 players couldn't get to it. Dooku was the one that ended up in the back of the net. Unfortunately, couldn't take the ball with him, but somehow it must have taken a a deflection off a Slough player. It's a corner to Kings Langley into the last minute of normal time here. And again, they do this formation where Chamberlain goes over to take it. Connolly comes over looking for a short corner. Simon Dunn just being marshalled into position. Chamberlain is with this corner. It's almost a free header. It is a free header for Lewis Toomey. He's on a hat-trick, but he can't header it goalwards. It's wide of the goal, and it remains 2-2. You right, Steve? You finished moaning now? Yeah, he's happier now. And there's just a bit of discrepancy here between the referee and the linesman. Slough think it's a goal kick, and it's a goal kick. I can't see what the argument was there. They said it didn't come off Toomey, but it clearly came off Toomey. Kings Langley wanted a corner. It's not. It's a goal kick, and we're into added time here. And Connolly, the Kings Langley captain, just going to be spoken to by the referee here. He didn't think that was a goal kick. Frome have equalised, so it's St Neots 1, Frome 1. Banbury United are on fire. They haven't conceded a goal yet. Won 2 games, 4-0 up at home, not even before half time. As Mark Scott gets the game back underway with a goal kick. Again, it's aimed again towards Dobson. Dobson beaten to the ball by Kyle Anthony. Good strong header by him. Cleared header from Stonehouse. It will come through to Dobson. He does well, raises up. Comes through to James. James takes it on his chest, trying to hook the ball in for Warren Harris. It hits Adebayo on the top of the head. Comes through to Charlie Moon, who just scoops it as Kumas had come out. But he can't get the ball on target. And it's just wide of the goal. Moon just took it as it came to him. It hit Adebayo on the back. The goalkeeper had come out to try and claim the ball. Moon just turned instantly to fire it in, and it just dribbled past the post, but unfortunately for Slough, the wrong side of the post. And it remains here 2-2 between Kings Langley and Slough Town. We've got a half-time. As half-time is Weymouth 0, Redditch 0. As Kumas launches the ball forwards looking for Lewis Toomey. Toomey does well to come and get the ball, but only as far as Jackman. He'll let the ball run out of play. It's a throw to Slough. And Jackman takes it quickly towards Guy Hollis. Hollis with a lot of space here for Slough, and he plays it out to Stonehouse. Stonehouse being closed down by Connolly. Takes a touch into Dobbo. Dobbo back towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse just under a bit of pressure here, just turns, and the referee blows his whistle. And at half time here, it's Slough Town drawing 2-2 away to Kings Langley. Bearing in mind that Slough were 2-0 down at one stage. Slough have come back well into the game, but very fortunate with the goals that they've got. And it's 2-2 in a game that Slough didn't really look like they were going to get into. But there you go. That's the half-time scores as gorgeous little dog comes past. As the teams and the managers go into the dugouts on that far-hand side. We're just going to see if we can just a little bit of silence here just to see if we can get someone to come by. I'm going to try and get hold of someone just to come in and do their views on half time and see if we can get that, but no one seems to be wanting to walk past at the moment, and we'll just bear with me for a second. I'm just going to text someone just to see if we can get them to come over. Right, we're going to see if we can get someone to just come over and give some half-time information and their views of the game as it goes. We'll try and give you some of the half-time scores as they come round. Again, if you do want to get in contact with us, you can contact us. If you're listening on YouTube, there's a bit on there where if you scroll down, it says comments. Come through to us and we'll be able to read out and give you a shout-out of where you are. Then you can also contact us on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio. That will come through to us here as well. And we're also on Facebook as well. We're just going to see if we can get some half-time. The problem is because we're outside, the sun's blaring down onto our computer screen, so I can't really see much as it is anyway. But we'll see how it goes. And We'll see if we can get some magic of thing. Dan Brench has joined us. Dan's on the Supporters Trust board. Dan, is there anyone in the bar you know with that could get me a can of Coke? Is there anyone's number? You'll go in a minute. Okay. Well, if you want, you can. I think I've got the microphone on. I have now. There you go. Because last time I put you on.
Are you sure I'm on this week?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Don't worry about that.
Excellent.
Yes, you're on. Dan, first half views of the game really would be the first place to start.
Interesting first half, wasn't it? We started brightly. Gave away 2 rather poor goals, and then suddenly we're back on top again, and 2 reasonably well taken goals.
But goals that have come from nowhere, we haven't really deserved the 2 goals, have we?
We had quite a few corners. Problem is, most of them have been headed away by the first man.
That's
yeah,
you got to beat the first man. So the quality of the corners isn't the best. Missing the fact that Brad Hewitt's maybe gone off injured.
Definitely caused a bit of uncertainty in the defence.
Yeah, Sean Fraser's playing centre back. I know he's played there a couple of times, and he can play there. But nice to see Jackman on the pitch.
Yes, definitely. He played well during pre-season, but was always going to have a hard time getting in the first team for the league because of the form of Sean Fraser. Yeah,
indeed. And what do you reckon the game will go now with Slough being back in the game?
Who knows? Hopefully the managers are in there giving them a kick up the backside, to be honest, because some of it's been a bit sloppy.
I can just see a presentation on the far hand side of the shield that St Neots. I was going to say, getting confused. So Kings Langley won with their promotion from the Central League last year. So there's a shield and a cup. So I believe they won a cup as well. So that's over on the far hand side. I'd be a bit worried that there's supposed to be a Slough fan standing next to it. He might nick it and melt it down. Especially if you know who it is, then you'd see what I mean by that. Dan's heavily involved with the football club through the Supporters Trust. Yep. Have you got any trust news that you can? I know there's an event in the Polish club.
Yes,
September.
We're the Polish club.
Are we doing Beat the Keeper?
Yes, we are. We are in the process of purchasing a goal to do a Beat the Keeper stall at the Polish club. We're also looking for donations for a tombola as well. So if anyone can come up with toys, games, even things like packs of colouring pens, books, or stuff like that we could go on.
Sweets as well.
Sweets, yeah, things like that.
Do we have to give the sweets out or not? Can we keep the sweets?
Oh, we've got sweets as well. We've got loads of sweets, to be honest. We've got loads of little ones to give away.
Does that mean I'm the keeper again?
If you want to be the keeper, you can be the keeper. But it's a long old afternoon to be throwing yourself around, I think.
You used to throw myself around for the life of Slough Town. That's what being a Slough Town fan's about. There's also, with the new ground opening, and again, if you do get in contact with us on Twitter, #RebelsReturn is the key words that we're after. But there is the chance of being a mascot for that first game. Now, unfortunately, you and I can't enter because we're a little bit too old.
Just a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's just about too old. The competition is being run through the club's website as well as through the local media. So I believe the Slough Express and the Slough Observer and one of the local radio stations. The name escapes me at the moment. Depending on which one you go to, you read up the rules that are on their website and you send an email to them or to the club and to apply for your child's place. I believe the restrictions are they need to be between 5 and 12 years old. You need to own a pair or be able to borrow a pair from someone else, or 3G suitable trainers. Very strict on the use of 3G suitable trainers. You need to email the name of the child, age and their height to the club or through the local media, depending on which way you go through it, and the winners will be picked out next weekend.
There you go. So if you have any kids or grandkids, I've got 3 grandkids, so we'll go back and enter that. Well, 2 of them, because one's too small, unfortunately. But we'll go back and enter those, and that's a good way of doing it. You've got a team coach, not a team coach, a supporters coach going to Cirencester. Any details as yet?
Yes, time? 12:30 is the current time for that. It'll be 2 weeks today, and the current price is £25 for adults and 24 concessions with £5 for accompanied juniors. So we will confirm all those details on the website as soon as possible.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your inputs, and you're going to enjoy the second half, aren't you?
Fingers crossed.
Hope so. Thank you very much, Dan, for coming over and doing that one. If you grab me a can, that'd be fantastic. the power of having some people that you know. We'll try and run through some of the scores at half time. Banbury United 4-0 up at home to Kings Langley. Stratford are beating Basingstoke 1-0. Basingstoke, remember, supposedly the bookies' favourites for the league. Hazen Yedding 0, Leamington 0. What have we had? I just saw one a minute ago that said Hitchin on it, and I can't see where that is. Where did that disappear to? Chesham are 2-0 up at home. Where are Hitchin today? Hitchin at Kettering, that's 0-0. Cinderford still losing 1-0 to St Ives. And we've got a couple more Slough Town cronies standing around. Afternoon, how are you? You good? No, it's alright, someone's getting me a drink, you're fine. So the Slough Town fans just walking round to the far side. Do you want to go on the radio or not? No, because we can't even understand you when you stand next to me. So we would do, but you'd need kind of subtitles, and subtitles on the radio don't really work, unfortunately. So some of the Slough fans just making their way round for the start of the second half. We're just trying to find some more half-time scores. They were here a minute ago, and then I forgot what they were. So apparently Myfootballclub are 2-1 down to at home to Dunstable. Weymouth 0, Redditch 0, St Neots 1, Frome 1. And I think we're just missing Cirencester and Biggleswade. So we're just the thing is, we've got trying to keep our eye on what's going on. We're also making sure that none of the substitutes hit us with a ball, because in our open position we are subject to being smashed. And I mean, my pretty face doesn't need to worry about, but obviously the computer equipment's more of a worry if that did get hit. Just trying to see if there's stuff going around. Cirencester 0, Biggleswade 0 is half-time scores. The wind just picks up here, and hopefully we won't blow away. And the ground here is just everyone goes to the little T-bar. There's a clubhouse on the top of on a tiny little hill, and the T-bar and the bars inside there. So everyone's gone down to that area. So if you do want to get in contact with us, like I say, contact us on Twitter at MyFC Rebels Radio. If you're on YouTube, you can scroll down on the YouTube page that you're listening on. It says comments, and that will come through to us. Or obviously Facebook. And Mick, who's listening in from Leeds, has said that our defence has gone AWOL today. Well, he's contacted us through YouTube. Hopefully you're fine with what we're getting. We are obviously in a strange position, so hopefully we're coming through to you loud and clear. And I'm just going to check to make sure that that's working. So you can contact us there, or you contact us on the Facebook page, and we'll give you a shout out to what's going on, as the fans just start to make their way around for the second half. We're a couple of minutes away from kick-off. So just a summary of what went on in that first half. First goal of the game came from Kings Langley from Lewis Toomey, who scored on the 15th minute after being put through from a ball from Dooku on the far hand side. And then a second goal for Toomey on 28 minutes, where he chipped the advancing Mark Scott, again as Kings Langley got through the defence. The Slough team already out for the start of the second half. Slough got back into the game through a header from Simon Dunn from 6 yards out, from a corner that came in, headed back across goal by Guy Hollis, and Simon Dunn headed into an empty net. And then just 3 minutes later, the equalising goal came from James Dobson as he fired in with his right foot from the edge of the area as a crowd of people, and it just went into the bottom corner of the goal. And that is the story of the first half. We've had one yellow card, and that has been given to the number 11 for Kings Langley, Ryan Plowright. He picked that up for a challenge as Tony walks past. Good afternoon, Tony. As we're just waiting. The Slough players are already out. I think they might have had a talking to as such. As we'll just wait to see if anything else comes through. They'll just see that the Kings Langley players are starting to come down from their position. There's no attendance figure given here at the moment, but Kings Langley, it is just literally, in theory, a small village. It's one of those quaint little villages that you drive through with a few pubs on one side and the main road. If you ever lived around the area, kind of like Tring area, it's not that far from there, and it's a lovely little club. Maybe the facilities aren't good enough at the moment where it needs to be a little bit maintained. The Slough fans are taking their seats behind the goal, the little stand that's hidden there, as Dan from the Supporters Trust comes around and gives me a can of Coke as he just walks past. Thank you very much, Dan. You're on my Christmas card list now. And we're just going to see what's going through in some of the other games. It's the first games also of the Ryman League today. That's started. So the Ryman League has started its first ones. Again, next week is the FA Cup. So we're just going to hold on a second while I open the can. It's riveting radio, isn't it? Open a can of Coke. So both teams are out for the start of the second half. So now we'll be shooting from left to right. Just waiting for the referee, Mr. Donnellan, to get into position. As the Slough manager, John Underwood, makes his way into the dugout. Slough just waiting for a few players, the substitutes, just to get into position. And we'll hopefully be starting the second half shortly. And we're just waiting for the referee just to make sure that all the players are off the pitch. Start for the second half. Making sure that he's got the right numbers. Just counting up. No changes from either side for the second half. So the only change so far has been Brad Hewitt replaced by Josh Jackman for Slough. Connie came off injured. And the second half starts. Slough with the ball. Played through to Dunn. Out to Jackman in this right back position. Up towards Warren Harris. Harris with a touch. Back towards Nathan Webb. Webb's closed down. He goes past the runner Plowright. Plowright just pulls him back there. But we'll play forward to Gavin James. James just takes it away from a couple of players. Just trying to work his way. Just lets the ball come off Adebayi. And it's a throw for Slough. And a train just rattles past us there. Slough just wasted the ball there. Ball's thrown out and it's gone out for a goal kick. And we're just waiting for a ball to come in as Kumas, the goalkeeper, who's not really been tested much. He's not had a great deal of saves to make, but neither has Mark Scott, and both goalkeepers have conceded 2 goals. So the goalkeepers haven't come out on top. So Kumas takes his kick. It's going to come right towards us. It's going to be kept in. It's come off the head of Toomey. It's out for a Slough throw. And Jackman is who's going to take this one. We'll just protect our stuff here. Takes it towards Gavin James. James just flicks the ball on, trying to find Mooney. Mooney just trying to push his way through. It's come through to Dunn. Dunn heads the ball here, looking for Warren Harris, but it's been picked up by Kyle Anthony, who scoops a long ball forwards there, but almost over the head of Mark Scott. And Dooku chases it down, but safely into the hands of Scott in the Slough goal. And he looks to launch the ball down, but it's a poor ball. It's come through to Connor Toomey for Kings Langley. He's in just inside his own half in the centre circle, looking to spray the ball forward, looking for the run of Dooku there, but again Mark Scott comes to the edge of his area and gathers, rolls the ball out to Stonehouse, and Stonehouse brings the ball to Dobson. Dobson flicking the ball here, looking for the run of Gavin James. James just manhandled and shaken off by Kyle Anthony. Plays it in towards Connolly. Back out to Follering, but that's a poor ball by him. Picked up by Nathan Webb inside his own half. Plays it out to Warren Harris. Harris has got Jackman on the outside. Jackman continues his run. He's going to try and go past Plowright. Turns, comes back on himself into Warren Harris. Harris got a Charlie Moon making a run, trying to play it into Simon Dunn. Dunn's flicking it in here to Gavin James on the edge of the area. Turns, gets the chance to shoot, comes through to Dunn, and another good tackle there. All going on. Gavin James trying to win the ball on that far hand side, on the edge of the area. Gives it to Dobson. Dobson runs into Follering, and it's well defended there by Follering, the right back. It's out for a goal kick. Looked dangerous there for Slough. Gavin James did well to turn his man, but the ball was just stuck under his feet. He couldn't get it out, and it remains here. Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 2. And we'll just wait for Kumas to go and get the ball. As Kumas takes the goal kick, it's flicked into the middle. It's won by Dooku as Webb gets to the ball first. It's come through to Connor Toomey. Hits the ball down towards Lewis Toomey. Challenged by Sean Fraser. Takes it on his chest. Got a few players near. He comes back to Adebayo. Adebayo chased down by Warren Harris. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Comas. And Comas with a little bit of time to take the ball down. And he's got it inside his box and just walking around with it and launches a long ball forward. Again, finding Toomey. Toomey does well to win the header, trying to flick it on towards Dooku, but Dooku a little slow to see where the ball had gone. The sun has just started to come out now. It's a little bit bright here. And the ball safely into the arms of Mark Scott, who again launches a long kick forwards, trying to find Warren Harris, but it's out, and it's going to be a throw into Kings Langley. He's right by the corner flag. And it's just got to wait for the player to get the ball out of the brambles at the far side of that goal there before we can get the throw taken. And it's taken long. It will come through to Dooku. Dooku challenges Fraser. It's come through to Hollis. Hollis plays the ball into Dobson. Dobson just dodges a challenge of a high foot. He's got it onto his left foot. He's just 15 yards away from goal. He's going to play it through to Dunn. Dunn up against Following. Dunn does well. Gives it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse comes and gets the ball for Slough. Back towards Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball in first time. Headed clear by Deaton. But again, only as far as Stonehouse. Puts the ball in. Oh, it's just too high for Warren Harris. And Adebayo comes through. Heads it into a dangerous area. But player right comes through for Kings Langley. Only as far as Hollis. Hollis does well to take the ball in his stride. Plays it in here to Nathan Webb. Webb just closed down by Chamberlain. Back towards Hollis. Hollis wasn't expecting that. Gives it to Jackman just in front of our commentary position here. Jackman plays it into Dunn. Dunn makes a bit of movement. Gives it to Nathan Webb. Webb with a bit of space here. Trying to chip the ball in towards Gavin James. Gavin James plays it into the path of Harris. Harris gets a low cross in, but again, well defended there by Stuart Deaton. And it's a corner to the Rebels. Just as the sun goes in for a second and we get a little reprieve. And Dobson will go over to take this corner for the Rebels. There's the Slough fans behind that goal, just trying to see if this will be a better quality delivery from Dobson. It's an in-swinging corner for him. Goes towards the far post where Guy Hollis is. Guy Hollis wins header, heads it down, but heads it just wide of the post there and out for a goal kick. But a good header there by Guy Hollis. And a first game ever at the new ground for Hendon FC. We played there at the Hendon tournament during the summer. Their first official league game today at their new ground. We wish them well for the season. As Kumas takes the kick, just slips a little as he kicks it. Ball's come through to Lewis Toomey. Back towards Simon Dunn. Dunn gets the ball. He keeps it in on the far hand side. Looking for the run of Gavin James. It comes off Stuart Deaton and it's a thrown on the far hand side for Slough. Just level with the edge of the Kings Langley penalty area, and the sun comes blaring back out here. The clouds are dispersing a little bit. It was overcast earlier, but the sun's definitely coming out a little bit here now. They're being attacked by more flies and midges, but we'll battle on, obviously. It's a long throw for Slough. Guy Hollis is going to launch it into the box. Jackman's gone forwards for this throw for Slough. And it's flicked in, it's gone, it's headed clear by Kyle Anthony, only as far as Dobson. Dobson just moves out of the way, comes through to Stonehouse. Stonehouse drills it, hits plough right, and then it will fall kindly for Nathan Webb. Webb just chips the ball forward, headed clear by Chamberlain, but Webb wins the second header, heads it in towards Dobson. Dobson leaves it for Dunn. Dobson shoots from 30 yards, and that's a stinging shot there on his left foot by Dobson, but just over the top of the bar. Kumas most probably had it covered. It was very central, but just over the top of the bar. And it still remains here 2-2. We've played 7 minutes so far of the first half. And Kuma's just taking his time with the ball. Just seeing if there's any other goals around. Doesn't seem to be any goals at the start of the second half. There's Kumas. Long ball forward. It's going to be headed by Guy Hollis. Comes through to Dobson. Dobson just chips the ball over now, looking for the run of Moon on that far hand side. Moon up against Carl Anthony. Moon does well, keeps the ball in on the far hand side, plays it in towards Dobson. Dobson flicks across in immediately, but that's a little bit too hard, and that's over the top and into the brambles. So unfortunately, a ball boy's got to go and get that one. So a lot of tweets coming through on Twitter of clubs in the Ryman League who have started. There's a goal in the game for Chesham. Chesham now 3-0 up against Dorchester. Dorchester currently sitting bottom of the table with now 3-0 defeat. Ball through to Lewis Toomey. Does well. Gets it to Connor Toomey, but Plowright with the ball. Can't get to the ball properly, and it's won by Guy Hollis. Plays it into Dobson. Dobson plays it to Stonehouse. 10 yards inside his Slough half. Plays it forwards looking for the run of Moon. Moon up against Follerin, who's dropping back into defensive position. Holds the ball up well on that far hand side. Slough try and win the ball through Gavin James, but Follerin does well. Shrugs off the challenge, but not. Simon Dunn's won the ball after blocking it. Comes out to Dobson. Slough working a little bit hard. Now Dobson's gone past Follerin. Step overs galore from Dobson. Gets into the box. He's crossed it in, but Adebayo with a good defensive touch there takes the ball away. And Kings Langley trying to get on the attack. Stonehouse with a challenge, but it comes through again to Plowright. Hits it into Adebayo. Adebayo now charging forward. Chased by Warren Harris. Just barges out Warren Harris down to the ground. Plays it in here, looking for Chamberlain. Good tackle there by Jackman, who wins the ball back towards Fraser. Fraser clears, but only as far as Plowright. Just 10 yards inside his own half. Plowright with the ball in. Looks to find Connolly. Connolly takes it in stride, gets into the box. Challenged by Fraser. And then Nathan Webb clears for Slough, but he's challenged by Connolly. And it's out for a goal kick. So, yeah, a lot of clubs in the Ryman League, not just the Premier, but the North and South, just making their first games of the season here. So lots of tweets coming through about that. Slough have a goal kick. And it was Drew Roberts again who scored for Chesham. Hitchin versus Kettering. Kettering down to 10 men with the sending off of Rennie Howe. As Adebayo wins the header. Flicked on by Josh Chamberlain. Then Fraser with a header for Slough. It's Lewis Toomey wins the header. Comes through to Gavin James. His control's not the best. And a long ball forward looking for the run of Dooku. Dooku beats Stonehouse to the ball. Hollis with the clearance. Simon Dunn gets to the ball, but it comes to Plowright. It comes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain just dinks the ball forwards there, and it's not. Comes through to Fraser. Fraser looks up, sees Warren Harris. Warren Harris takes the ball down just inside his area. Gives it to Jackman. Jackman just runs into Chamberlain. Chamberlain plays the ball in now to Lewis Toomey. Connor Toomey. Get the names right. Flicks it out to Follerin on the far side. Follerin just on the halfway line. Comes forward, gives it to Lewis Toomey. Trying to flick the ball in for Dooku. Well spotted there by Stonehouse. And then Guy Hollis comes through and plays it back to his goalkeeper. And Scott drills a kick out. And that's... that could almost end up on the A41, or the A425 one, sorry, the one that runs just beside us here. It's a throw-in on the far hand side. As just waiting for a ball to come in so we can get the play underway. And just waiting. Ball thrown in by Follerin towards Lewis Toomey. Plays the ball in, flicks it in there looking for the run of Gareth Connolly. Connolly plays it out to Adebayo. Adebayo can charge into the Slough half. He's trying to run at Jackman. Jackman is pulling his shirt there, and surely the referee must have seen it. Ball's come into the box for Plowright. Plowright out to Chamberlain. Slough just on their back foot here. The ball's still in the corner. It's come off Slough player. It's a throw. How did you not see the shirt pull, Lino? Seriously. As the linesman just getting a little bit of advice from me here. As a throw comes in. Chamberlain takes the throw, aimed towards Deaton. It's come out by Jackman. Surely there's a foul in there on Jackman, but no. And then Chamberlain crosses the ball, but it's out. And it's out for a goal kick. As Deaton had just gone up for that throw. Just running back into his defensive position. Sean Fraser just chatting to the referee, Mr. Donovan, just indicating that he felt that there was an arm push as he went for the ball. Ball been played forward to Gavin James. It's been flicked on, but it will come through to Nathan Webb. Webb does well to take it in his stride. Challenged by Plowright, but it breaks in for Warren Harris, and it comes through to Webb. Webb just plays it off Adebayo, and Toomey tries to keep the ball in. Does well to keep it in, but then trying to go around Webb, and Slough I thought Slough won a free kick, and then I saw John Underwood's face and realised that the free kick had gone the other way. Foul there by Nathan Webb on Connor Toomey. 12 minutes gone in the second half. No more goals, so it's still Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 2. Chippenham Town are 2-0 up away to Cambridge City. Chippenham played Kings Langley in the first game of the season, drew 1-1. Ball play forwards for Toomey. Toomey does well, Lewis Toomey that is, to win the header, but it's only come as far as Stonehouse. Stonehouse now plays it into Dobson. Dobson picks up it just inside the halfway line, turns inside, back out towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse dinks the ball forward, looking for the run of Gavin James, seen by Kyle Anthony, who clears only as far as Stonehouse, but his touch is poor. It's won by Dooku, but Slough will try and win the ball, and that's a good challenge there by player out on Webb. The referee saying I'm picking the ball up. Ball now played through to Gavin James, but James is offside, and nothing will come of that. Webb was on the floor there saying that he was fouled, but the referee pointing at the ball, and player right's got to be careful. He's already on a yellow card, so some of the Slough fans not too impressed with the linesman on this near hand side, as Comus takes the free kick aimed towards Toomey, won by Fraser, looking for a foul, but it's come back towards Lewis. Toomey's done well to win the second header on the far hand side up against Jackman. People are standing in the way, so anything could be happening. Ball came through to Adebayo, played into the middle. Fraser wins it with a header, then flicked on by Nathan Webb. Webb controls it well, then volleys a clearance over the top, looking for the run of Gavin James, cleared by Kyle Anthony over the head of everyone apart from Nathan Webb. Webb does well, controls it, now turns it into Charlie Moon. 35 yards away from goal, kicks it onto his right foot, looks up, shoots, and he drills a shot that's just wide of the angle of the goal that Kumas is defending. Kumas watched it go, it just went past the angle. Good effort there. Slough with a couple of long range efforts in the second half. Two of them have gone just a little bit too high. Will it be third time lucky for the Rebels in this second half? Basingstoke have equalised away to Stratford with ex-Slough player who came on loan from Basingstoke, George Hallahan. He scored that goal for them. As Kumas takes this ball, it's just going to come over and hit us, I think. Is it? No. Came off a Slough player. As the ball goes out. It's a throw to Kings Langley. Chamberlain will take it. Just looking. He's going to take it to Adebayo right in front of our commentary position. Adebayo is being closed down, plays it out to Following. Good ball there, spreading the play, but it just bounces off this hard surface. Following does well to keep the ball in. Now standing up against Dobson, tries to chip the ball forward. It's been Toomey looking for a hat-trick, tried to volley it, but Sean Fraser got there first, and the ball's with Nathan Webb just inside his own half, chipping the ball forwards, looking for Gavin James, but James leaves it because he knew he was going to be offside. Break through to Adebayo. Adebayo plays the ball down the line for Chamberlain, hits Nathan Webb. Back towards Adebayo with a good solid header forwards. It will come through to Fraser. Heads it forwards. Warren Harris trying to be first to the ball. The ball will now come through to Hollis. Hollis heads it to Dunn inside his own half in the centre circle. Ball over the top but too far. Kyle Anthony with a header into the path now of Following. Following looking for the run of Chamberlain on his far house. Well spotted by Jackman. Flicked on by Warren Harris now to Nathan Webb. Webb's got time to look up and see what he's doing. He plays the ball out to Moon. Moon's made a run to the far left-hand side of the penalty area. Picks it up here. So up against Kyle Anthony. Goes past Anthony. Looks for a foul there, but Anthony gets back up with the ball. Plays it up to Dooku. Slough fans looking for a penalty there, but the ball's with Gary Connolly now just inside his own half. Blocked well by Nathan Webb. It will come back towards Connolly with a good touch to control it in the play. Plays it, Following. Ball's played forward, but unfortunately, it looks like a couple of players in an offside position for Kings Langley. It looks like Kings Langley maybe have changed their formation again to a 4-3-3 formation. Ball over the top here, looking for Gavin James. Well spotted by Kumas, who just gets to the ball on the edge of his penalty area. And it is a change in formation for Kings Langley. There's a long kick by Kumas, comes straight through to Mark Scott in the Slough goal, so that's a bit of a waste there, and this time Scott bowls the ball out for Stonehouse in that left back position. Stonehouse can just bring the ball up towards Dobson inside his own half to Stonehouse, plays the ball forwards but spotted by Connor Toomey. He's got plenty of time to play the ball now to Plowright. Plowright looks up but just overruns the ball. Now Nathan Webb can bring the ball forwards for Slough. Good challenge there by Connor Toomey, but Slough the ball with Moon. Moon's 30 yards away from goal, trying to release Warren Harris. Harris has got Jackman on the overlap. Harris just going down to the byline, gives it to Jackman on the corner of the area. Back towards Dobson. Dobson comes over to the right hand side, trying to get some joy, trying to break it out to Harris. Harris with a good cross in over the head of James. It will come through to Lewis Toomey, who takes a good touch and goes past Nathan Webb, then gives it to Gary Colley. Gary Colley just stands on the ball, and then Simon Dunn dinks it away from the challenge of Lewis Toomey and can bring the ball forwards, trying to find Warren Harris. That's got too much on it, but Warren Harris will do well to keep it in. He has kept it in. He's up against Adebayo. It's come off Adebayo. It's a throw to Slough. We're just seeing if there's some goals going around the ground. And someone scored, but it doesn't say who it is. So substitution for Slough. Gavin James is coming off. Substitution on the 62nd minutes. Lee Barney coming on. So Gavin James replaced by number 17 Lee Barney. As Gavin James gets a good round of applause from the Slough fans here for his hard work and effort today. Lee Barney will go straight up front. Chippenham have got a third goal, so it's Cambridge City 0, Chippenham 3. And Barney straight up looking for this throw to come in on the far hand side. It's going to be Jackman with the throw for Slough. Takes it quickly to Warren House, gets the ball back quickly, back towards Nathan Webb. Webb 30 yards away from goal, back towards Jackman. Now with a bit of pressure here, got to Barney. Barney does well, turns. Still with the ball at the edge of the area. Simon Dunn flicks the ball through. It's cleared with a long clearance there by Adebayo. Oh, lovely control by Guy Hollis there. He just chips the ball forwards, but not the best clearances by him, and it will break now for Kings Langley. 3 against 3, trying to find Dooku. Dooku's in an offside position as he gets to the ball. And good defending there by Slough, but Slough just a little bit lapsed in some of the places they are. Cirencester have scored against Biggleswade, so it's Cirencester 1, Biggleswade 0. As Scott takes this free kick for Slough that's halfway inside his own half. As the sun's blaring down on us here today at Kings Langley. Ball play, looking for Dobson. Dobson beaten to the ball by Fuller. It'll break through to Connolly. Connolly does well to turn and volley clear, only as far as Hollis. Hollis does the same, boots the ball back into the danger zone. Deaton's underneath it for Kings Langley, but heads it all the way back to Sean Fraser, who's 10 yards inside his own half. But has plenty of time to bring the ball forward. Trying to find Dobson again. Dobson takes that one well on his thigh. Trying to go past, follow him, but comes good defending by the right back now, as he was a wing back in the first half. He's a right back now. And it's taken quickly towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse back heels it into the path for Dobson. Dobson needs to put a good cross. He hits it in low. Good challenge on Moon there. And then second clearance by Kings Langley, but the ball's been hoofed clear. Lewis Toomey will chase it down, but Fraser's underneath it for the Rebels. He's got plenty of time and plays it across to Guy Hollis. Hollis first time clearance forwards, headed clear by Deaton. And Toomey's almost trying to break into this one. He does well to get it, gives it to Connor Toomey. Toomey to Chamberlain on this left-hand side, trying to dink the ball in, well spotted by Nathan Webb, and Webb can bring the ball forward. And he's played a lovely little ball into the path of Lee Barney. He's taken Adebayo out the game. Barney now up against Deaton, tries to break into the box, gets it onto his right foot, gets it onto his left, just overruns it a little bit. And good defending by Deaton there can bring the ball forwards for Kings Langley. Brings it out to Connor Toomey, just overrun with that one a bit, plays the ball down line, keeps the ball on the pitch. There's just, if you might have picked up a little bit of swear words there, we do apologise. As Mark Scott has the ball just outside he's rolled the ball outside his area, trying to get Slough a bit further field down the pitch. And he's being told to aim for somebody. As he launches the ball long, aims towards Warren House, up against Adebayo. Adebayo easily wins that one. He'll come through to Jack. He just waits for the ball to roll out of play. Takes it quickly to Sean Fraser. Fraser brings the ball forwards now for Slough. Being challenged. Comes through to Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball in, but Mooner made a run the other direction. And it's well cleared by Kyle Anthony towards Chamberlain. In towards Connolly. Connolly looks up, trying to find Lewis Toomey. That's got a lot on it. Toomey will do well to keep that one in. And he can't, unfortunately. It's out of play for a throw in. And Slough take it quickly with Jackman to Fraser. Fraser flicks the ball forward now, looking for Dobson. Dobson in space and being told to charge forwards. Goes and plays it. It gets blocked there by following, but to come through to Charlie Moon. Moon's 35 yards away from goal, trying to find Stonehouse. Stonehouse chests the ball down. He gets to the byline. He's up against following. Good defending. Slough looking for a corner, and it's a goal kick, and there will be a substitution in front of us. It's number 15. He's got number 16 on his back, mate. You got 2. I'll let you off then. So coming off is Josh Chamberlain. We're just seeing who else is coming off. So Chamberlain comes off on 22. What's that make it? 67 minutes. Coming on is 15. Dean Hitchcock and Oren Swales. Just trying to see who else was coming off. Lewis Toomey's come off as well, the goal scorer for. So that's number 10 and number 9 and number 3 off. So Lewis Toomey and Josh Chamberlain off. The substitutes Dean Hitchcock and Oren Swales. And the game will get back underway with a goal kick taken by the goalkeeper Xavi Comas. Ball's played in, looking for Dooku. Well won by Guy Hollis. Comes off a a red head, does it? I thought it came off a Kings Langley player, but the referee says no, it's a throw into Kings Langley on the far hand side, almost on the halfway line. Following to take. Back to Kyle Anthony. Anthony plays it out to Adebayo. He's now playing as a right back. Plays it in here to Connor Toomey. Toomey plays it down the line, looking for the run of Plowright. Plowright gets into the box, plays the ball across. It's cleared though by Hollis. Only as far as Gary Connolly. Connolly does well up against Charlie Moon. It takes Moon out of the game well. Brings the ball out to Connor Toomey on this left-hand side. Toomey puts a cross in, looking for one of the sub. Oh, it's a miss hit there. It's come through to Duku, who scores! He's offside. Well, that's got to be a tough decision there because the ball clearly came off Guy Hollis, was the last touch. So he must have been offside before that for that goal not to have counted. But Slough living on the edge. Here as that was a good chance, and we'll say congratulations to the linesman for a good spot. But Slough living dangerously there, trying to just a mistake there, just been led off there by the linesman's decision. So Slough have a free kick. Slough still just not really getting a lot of fluidity into their performance today. Long ball forwards, Deaton's underneath it, does well to win it, but will come through to Kyle Anthony. Anthony heads forward only as far as Simon Dunn. Comes to Lee Barney. Lee Barney does well to hold the ball off. Gives it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse flicks out to Dobson. Dobson towards Barney. Barney just runs down, gives it to Dobson. Dobson gets to the Barney. Played it across. He's offside as well. I just think that the linesmen have forgotten that they're here and just want to wave a flag. Free kick's taken quickly by Kings Langley, releasing Following on their far hand side. The right back surging forwards now. And it's back here with the substitute Hitchcock. He plays it here to Connor Toomey, who switched out to a left midfield position. Back in towards Hitchcock. Hitchcock turns, trying to dink the ball forward. It will come through to Connolly. Connolly trying to flick it into Swales. Well spotted by Hollis, and then Connolly gets through, but a great tackle again there by Guy Hollis. It's a throw in to Kings Langley. Kings Langley look to take it quickly. It's not far away from the corner flag. Played in, and it comes through to the other substitute Swales. Plays it a little bit further back to Hitchcock. Hitchcock will try and hit it in, but it comes off done and out for a throw in. So just the one Toomey on the field now, so that's Connor Toomey. Plays it to Hitchcock. Hitchcock spreads the play to Kyle Anthony. Picks the ball up on the halfway line and brings forwards to Following on the far side. Following's got the chance to look up. Picks out Plowright. Plowright trying to find the run of Following and gets through to Following, who continues his run. Great challenge there by Guy Hollis, and he's kept it from going out for a corner. So throwing on the far hand side. And Slough under a bit of pressure here from Kings Langley. And Following's going to be the person that takes this throw in. We've played 26 minutes of the second half. It's still Kings Langley 2, Slough 2, and Following's in an offside position. No goals in the second half, but there's been a couple of good efforts from Slough, and that disallowed goal. We're going to see another substitution this time for the Rebels. It's going to be Lee Togwell coming on. And it's Warren Harris that's going off. So Warren Harris replaced by Lee Togwell. That substitution on 71 minutes. So Warren Harris replaced by Lee Togwell. And see what kind of... It looks like Slough have maybe matched up the formation that Kings Langley have got with a 4-3-3 formation. With the midfield three for Slough being Dunn, Togwell and Webb. And Dobson's being pushed forwards for the Rebels. Ball's been played through. Flicks off the head of Charlie Moon, but Moon's adjudged to have been fouled. Slough trying to take it quickly. They're going to play it into Simon Dunn. Just runs a little bit wide for him. Trying to flick it into the box. It comes off a player, and it's Deaton that it hits, and into the arm safely of goalkeeper Comas, who looks to release Connor Toomey on this near-hand side. Connor Toomey up against Webb. He goes past him Weasley. Brings the ball forwards. Togwell trying to get it through. Comes into Plowright, who's now playing in a more central position for Kings Langley, out towards Following. Following allowed to push forwards here in the right back position, trying to go past Dobson, but robbed by Dobson. And now Dobson can bring the ball forwards for Slough. Neither side getting to grips. Ball come through to Charlie Moon. Moon just being challenged here by Connolly. Shakes him off, trying to give the ball well now to Togwell. First touch of the game for Togwell with any decent singers. He's got Webb running past him here on the right hand side. Webb will try and get the ball. He's in the corner. He's got up against Adebayo. Still got hold of the ball. Comes back out. And Togwell is the person who gets across in. Oh, it's just over the heads almost of Charlie Moon and into the arms of the goalkeeper Kumas, who makes a good save there. Good handling by the goalkeeper. And Hasn't had a lot to do, but good hand in there. As the ball's played forward, headed clear by Josh Jackman. It'll come through into the middle where Guy Hollis takes it on his chest and then flicks the ball forward, but headed clear by Carl Anthony, and following will do well to try and keep that in. He does really well to keep that in. Good play by the right back to Anthony. The two of them just play a couple of passes to each other, trying to play the ball to Hitchcock, been robbed by Slough. Oh, and just trying to release Lee Barney, but it's Anthony with a foot that blocks the ball. Ball's with player right now, just inside his own half. Spread to play here to Connor Toomey, who's switched to a more left-hand position. Plays it in to Hitchcock. Hitchcock on the halfway line. Looks for the run of Swales, but he'll need a motorbike to catch that. It's out of play and out for a throw into Slough. Not far away from the corner flag, though. Cambridge City have got a goal back, so it's Cambridge City 1, Chippenham 3. As we get the final substitution, it's Connor Toomey going off, which makes my life a little bit easier. And he's replaced by 14, which is David Hutton. And that's on... I'm just going to try and find a pen that works. And that's on 84 minutes. So the substitution was Connor Toomey off, David Hutton on. As the ball's been thrown through. Nathan Webb wins it for Slough. Comes through to Lee Barney, but shoved off the ball by Adebayo. Keeps the ball in and then hooks the ball clear into the penalty area. It's going to bounce all the way through to Mark Scott in the Slough goal. As just see if there's some more goals from around, as Mark Scott launches a kick forwards. Trying to find Charlie Moon. It's come off his head and comes right out in front of us. Jackman to take the throw for Slough. And tries to take it quickly towards Charlie Moon. Move with a poor touch there. It's won by Hitchcock. And breaks out now to the captain for Kings Langley, Connolly, who looks up and finds Following. A good ball here. Following in a bit of space. He can run at Stonehouse. Trying to get a 1-2 going, but Stonehouse is with him, and Stonehouse does well, wins the header, but it's out for a throw on the far hand side. And Kings Langley is trying to get back into the game. It's now with Hutton, who's got the ball on that far side, plays it in, looking for Connolly. Connolly closed down by Simon Dunn, so the two number 8s just battling there. As a quick throw again by Following towards Hitchcock. Hitchcock heads it back towards Following, keeps the ball in. Hitchcock again trying to release Hutton, but overhits that one and it's out for a goal kick. As some of the Kings Langley fans behind the goal were maybe not too impressed with the ball forwards there. So good afternoon to Craig Minter, who's listening while he's working, as Connolly just heads the ball clear, then flicked on by Stonehouse into Hutton. Hutton closed down by two players. Comes through to Hitchcock. Back towards Connolly. Connolly closed down. And the ball's been given away by Kings Langley. And then Slough can't keep the ball either. It will break here on this left-hand side to Plowright. Plowright into Hitchcock. Hitchcock trying to find the run, but spotted by Fraser. And Fraser does well to get the ball back. And then to Webb. And then Webb trying to give it to Fraser. Poor challenge by them. And then a flick on here. Swales has a chance now to run down this left wing for Kings Langley. Up against Jackman. Going to play the ball in. Fraser's down injured for Slough at the moment. Ball's with Hitchcock. Trying to flick it into the area. Guy Hollis hooks the ball away and Fraser's there. He's just hobbling here. Comes through to Adebayo. And Adebayo flicks the ball on to Nathan Webb. Takes it down on his chest as Webb. Plays it in now to Charlie Moon. Moon turns. It's a heavy touch by him towards Simon Dunn. Towards Togwelsh. And Fraser's just standing there injured. Slough looking for a free kick. But it's come through to Scott. And Scott boots the ball out of the ground. And I think Slough will just have the chance to get some treatment for Sean Fraser, who was hobbling round there and is down injured at the moment. So while there's a little break in play while Fraser gets treatment, we'll see if we can give you some latest scores from around the ground. It's still Hayes 0, Leamington 0, Windsor 1, Ipswich and Ewell 1. Just some team news that Man City have dropped Joe Hart for the first game of the season. Hitchin's attendance was 506. As we're just seeing if there's some... it's still Kettering 0, Hitchin 0. Kettering down to 10 men. Cambridge City 1, Chippenham 3 is the latest. And... Stratford 1, Frome 1. Sorry, it's not Frome, is it? Stratford 1, Basingstoke 1. So Fraser's still just getting a little bit of treatment. He's just come off the pitch, as Slough will just need to just cope for a little bit, as Fraser will get a little bit more treatment. And it's going to be a throw-in to get the game back underway for Kings Langley. And they're just looking for a bit of movement. Played in towards Dooku. Dooku does well to shake off the challenge of Nathan Webb. Slough just back now to the full complement of 11 men, as Sean Fraser's allowed back on the pitch. So the magic of Super Kev has worked its wonders on Sean Fraser. And it's a corner though at the moment to Kings Langley. We've got about 12 minutes left of the game to go here, plus whatever the referee adds on. And played into the far hand side, cleared away by Slough. Comes through to Hollison. He double clears it when the ball comes through to Simon Dunn. He flicks the ball on here to Lee Barney. Slough trying to attack here on the counter. Playing the ball over to Dobson. Dobson with a bit of space to run into if he can take the ball. It's just a bit behind him. Chips the ball forward now to Charlie Moon. Moon's on side here. He's got 3 players if he looks up. Oh, and great defending by Adebayi there for Kings Langley. Really good. And now Slough got to be careful. They had 3 against 1 there, and Charlie Moon couldn't get the ball into the right place. Trying to go around Nathan Webb. Great defending by Webb. Good play by him towards Togwell. Togwell looks up trying to find Lee Barney. Barney just turns, cuts inside, waiting for a couple of Slough players to come with him. Goes past the challenger Connolly. Keeps the ball in on the right hand side. Running down the line. Gets a cross in. Only far as Adebayi. Poor cross there in, and Adebayi can bring the ball away. Chipping the ball forwards up towards Fraser. Fraser with a touch in, but Swales can't win it. But he gets the ball to the other substitute, Hutton, and Hutton trying to release Dooku. Great shot. Oh, Guy Hollis comes in with a challenge there. It looked like he'd won the ball, but he maybe caught the player at the same time, and Zuku's won a free kick on the edge of the box. It's down the side of the box, not in a central position. So it's going to be like a short corner in theory in hockey. That's the kind of place that it is on the pitch. And Weymouth apparently all over the league leaders Redditch, but it still remains 0-0 in that game. Zuku's down injured, but he's not getting any treatment. He's just going to get to his feet. Hutton's going to stand over this free kick for Kings Langley. And they've sent forward 2 of their centre-backs, in Deaton and Anthony. So just waiting for this free kick to come in. 1-man wall for Slough. There's a player on the goal line, so if he comes in, it's going to be drilled straight at Nathan Webb and out for a corner. Bit of a waste there from Hutton. Needed to at least beat the first man wall. Dunstable have scored again, so it's now Murphy 2, Dunstable 3. As this time the corner does come in, it's a good one to the far post. Deaton tries to head it on, but doesn't get a good enough contact with it. It's out for a goal kick. As we enter into the final 10 minutes of the game here at Game Meadow, it's still Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 2. And the second half, definitely not as much goalmouth incident as the first half. As Mark Scott looks to get the game underway with a goal kick. As the sun just goes in behind Bear Cloud, out towards Deaton. Deaton wins the header, hits Dunn. Comes out here and it's going to be a throw into Slough because Slough couldn't keep that heavily hit ball in. And Slough take it quickly with the throw from Jackman to Togwell. Togwell, he's just rolled the ball out and it's a throw to Kings Langley, which Hitchcock will take. Looking for a player. It's hit Zuku on the back and come through to Swales. Swales goes past 1 man, tries to play it in, but it's hit Guy Hollis and Slough will clear with Fraser. Fraser's ball in towards Dobson. Dobson flicks on here for Barney. Barney holds it up well and then tries to flick it on, but Adebayi comes through him and the ball. Played out here to Nathan Webb. Webb got time to bring the ball forward, Slough up towards Dobson. Dobson lets the ball run onto his foot. Oh, and then he gives it away easily to Deaton, and it's now Hitchcock spreads the ball out to Follerin. Follerin's now playing literally as a wide winger. Balls to Hutton, out to Zuku. Zuku just on the edge here, being closed down. He's going to try and chip the ball into Swales there, but just over hit and out for a goal kick. A little bit of game lacking a bit of quality as we enter these last 15 minutes. A lot of passes being hit too hard, and players just not accounting for the run of the ball. As Scott places the ball down for a goal kick to get us back underway. As we just... Oh, the ball just right into the sun. High ball, shirt pull in there by Charlie Moon. I really don't understand how that's a free kick. The referee's saying climbing over, but Charlie Moon was swapping shirts with number 11 Plowright, and the game's still got about 10 minutes to go. It's going to be a free kick to Slough, which Dobson will take, and Slough will be fortunate to get this free kick, but they do need to make it count if they're going to get back into the game. It's a good distance out, 40 odd yards away from goal. Dobson standing over it for Slough. They've sent forwards Jackman and Hollis. Just waiting for the players to get into line. Line on the 18-yard line for Kings Langley. Slough just making a little bit of movement as Dobson plays it. It's whipped in well. Charlie Moon with the header. It's a goal to Slough. Charlie Moon with a free header. A great ball in from James Dobson. That is what he can do. This one was whipped in with a lot of power. Charlie Moon didn't have a lot to do. He stood there and just guided the header into the back of the net. On the 39th minute of the second half, I make that about 84. That's a goal for Charlie Moon, and it's now Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 3, and Slough come back from 2-0 down to lead here 3-2, and to be honest, they've really only had 3 chances on target and have taken each one. If they'd have been a bit more clinical like this on Tuesday night against Banbury, they would have been unbeaten for the season. But we've still got about 6 minutes to go, plus whatever the referee adds on, as Charlie Moon just gets back into his half, and Zuku gets the game back underway for Kings Langley. Ball played out by Hutton to Forlin. Forlin plays it back towards Hutton, looking for the ball to right. Swells takes it well on his chest. Chapman comes across for Slough with a good clearance and plays that ball out of bounds. It's a throw in, almost level with the Slough Town penalty area on the far side for Follerin. Follerin plays it into the captain Gary Connolly. Plays it back to Follerin. Follerin does well to try and go past Dunn. He's going to try and go past Stonehouse, but it's a corner to Kings Langley, and again they send forwards Deaton and Anthony, and this time it's going to be Hutton providing the ammunition for Kings Langley. Hutton just sends everyone into the box to put some pressure on here for Kings Langley, trying to get back into this game now. So a short corner, well spotted there by Simon Dunn. Now looking for a free kick as Dunn was flattened by Hitchcock, but it's a throw on the far hand side. It's from Hutton towards Hitchcock, back towards Hutton, who's looking to chip the ball forwards. That's only as far as Togwell, and Togwell can take a chance to clear the ball now. Up towards Dobson, up towards Moon. Moon scoring with that third goal for Slough. Moon turns just inside the half, trying to find the run of Barney, but that's overhit, and Adebayo does well to control the ball on his chest and brings the ball forwards for Kings Langley towards Connolly. Connolly just brings the ball forwards. I've just been bitten again by something. Intercepted by Hollis, and Hollis plays the ball out to Barney. Barney with a bit of space to control, and got a couple of men on him. Plays well, gives it to Nathan Webb. Webb looks up, he's under some pressure here, plays it out to Stonehouse. Good play there by Webb under some pressure, and Stonehouse plays the ball forwards to Togwell. Togwell just moved into a forward position for Slough. Togwell just running on that far hand side, goes back towards Dobson. Dobson to Stonehouse. Slough playing with the ball now. Stonehouse with the ball forwards, headed away by Deaton. It will come through to Hutton, who wins the first header, but Stonehouse comes in and plays the ball forwards for Slough, and as far as Connolly. Connolly then chips the ball forwards, but Zuku won't catch that one. It's out of play for throwing on the far hand side. And both teams have made their full substitutes. There's at least 3 minutes added on. We're into the final 3.5 minutes of normal time. Hollis has the throw on the far hand side. So just wait for this long throw by Hollis, trying to find Charlie Moon. Moon in a tussle with Kyle Anthony, and somehow Kyle Anthony's adjudged to have fouled Charlie Moon, and Slough will have a free kick. Now this is in a good position for Slough. It's almost the exact same position of that free kick they just had for the goal, but this time it's on the far side of the pitch. And again, it's going to be Dobson that stands over it for Slough. And this time Slough decide they're going to send a couple of players forwards. No, they're not going to send players forwards for this one, so Slough with just 2 men inside the box. I don't know what's been biting me. Something's chewing on my arm anyway. Slough take it quickly down the line, looking for Charlie Moon. Moon runs into the corner. He's being chased by Carl Anthony. Moon just keeping the ball in the corner under a bit of pressure. Following comes across, and it comes off Charlie Moon for throwing, but it's deep inside the Kings Langley half. Slough just trying to eke out this 3-2 victory as the ball's played back to Anthony. Anthony with a heavy touch, won there by Charlie Moon, who's keeping the ball in on that far hand side. The two of them, Moon and Anthony, having a tussle. Slough have somehow won a free kick again. I'm not sure what this referee has seen, but I know that the last time this referee refed us, I was given a throw in. Why would you blow your whistle and then give a throw? It's strange. The last time we had this ref was when we played Hitchin at the end of last season at home, where we won 2-0. So Slough just had the ball. They've just hit it out of play. I've got to stop getting bitten by that, whatever that is there. And it's taken quickly by Plower. It's come through off a Slough player though and goes to the goalkeeper, Comus. Comus rolls the ball out here to Smeaton. Kings Langley looking to build from the back. Deaton with the ball, chipping the ball forward, looking for the runner Zuku. Fraser's underneath it, it gets it off his head, and he can't stop that from going for a corner. It's a corner to Kings Langley into the final 1.5 minutes of the normal time. And it's going to be Hutton that takes the corner for Kings Langley. Kings Langley just throwing a few men forwards here. Slough now, instead of 3 men up front, we're just keeping Charlie Moon up front for this. As the corner comes in, it's deep at the far post, it's above everyone. It comes through to Simon Dunn. Dunn can clear for Slough, but only as far as the other number 8, Connolly. Connolly takes the ball down well, then just hoofs the ball high into the air, and it's well watched by Mark Scott. Just goes over the top of his goal, hits the fence in behind, and it's a goal kick to Slough. And Mark Scott now in no hurry whatsoever to take this goal kick into the final 50 seconds of normal time. Good afternoon to Stephen Roach, who's listening, and Colin Davis. Thank you for getting in contact on via the YouTube bit. And Slough just trying to eke this game out now. Seeing these last few minutes out. Long kick by Scott. It's well won there by Deaton, but it will come from the far hand side to Dobson. Dobson just shrugs off the challenge of following, and the two of them are just... I don't know, what is the referee doing? He seems to think that there's a problem. The two of them are just barged into each other. There's no handbags, there's no pushing, there's no shoving. The two of them have just gone into each other with a couple of good solid challenges. Bit of argy-bargy, like shoulder to shoulder, and the referee decided he's going to have a word with them both. It's a stupid thing to do because there's nothing going, there's no malice in it. It's just two players going for the ball. What it does do for Slough though is it eats up a little bit of time. And that's what we played the full 45 minutes. So we're now into just whatever the referee is adding on. Just a reminder of the score. The score is now Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 3. Kings Langley were 2-0 up after 28 minutes, and Slough have come back into the game. It's going to be a free kick to Slough for some strange reason. Dobson's going to take it. Takes it short to Togwell. Back towards Dobson. Sorry, Dobson just got the ball. Shakes off two challenges. Still with the ball. Now he's running towards goal. He's got a chance to play in Lee Barney. He plays into Lee Barney. Barney fires over the top of the goal. And they've just thrown the ball quickly back on. Kumas is going to try and get Kings Langley further up this field. So Kumas with this goal kick. He's hit this one long. Looking for Swales. It's won by Togwell. Comes through to Deaton. Deaton volleys forward. And Zuku will be offside. Much to the... I don't know what you should say, but the Kings Langley management team were aiming a little bit of friendly banter, shall we say, to the chair of the linesman on that far hand side for the offside decision. There's a bit of... I was going to say it was a little bit of time wasting, but Slough want to take the free kick, and the referee has come over to complain. He's going to have a word with one of the Kings Langley coaches for his argument of the offside decision. I've got a funny feeling that this referee may well just eat this time up, hopefully not add it on and blow his whistle up in a minute. We played 1 minute 45 seconds of added time. The referee's going to... He might add it on, he might not. He might just blow the whistle as soon as we kick the ball. As he charges into position, Slough will have a free kick. They're going to leave it for Mark Scott to take. Scotty's just going to take his time on this one. It's into the 2nd minute of added time here. It's currently Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 3. Slough just waiting for this referee to blow his whistle. Scott launches a long ball high, aimed towards Dobson. Underneath it is Anthony. Comes off Anthony to Following. Following trying to turn. He's up against Togwell. Plays the ball down the line here to Swells. Swells plays it in now to Hutton. Hutton challenged by a couple of Slough players. Wins the ball forward. He plays it ball forward, but it's overhit. And Mark Scott just keeps at his feet and will wait for Swales to come to him and dives on the ball to just waste a little. And that's the most theatrical dive I think I've ever seen from Mark Scott. It's as if someone had put a donut on the floor and he had only just seen it and just dived on top of the donut before anyone else could get to it. He just rolls the ball forwards now, just out of his penalty area. No Kings Langley player there chasing it, so he's going to take his time. And then Hitchcock literally runs 30 yards to make sure that he takes it quickly. He launches it long again towards Dobson. Anthony's underneath it for Kings Langley. Anthony does win it, but it's come through to Stonehouse. Keeps the ball in place down the line, but out of play and out for a throw in. And it's the referee's just telling him where he wants the throw to take. The sun's just blaring right down into our eyes here now. It's a throw in on the halfway line. Following takes it towards Anthony. Anthony just cuts inside, trying to play it into Adebayo. Adebayo's got a lot of space here to run into. Brings the ball, charges forwards 20 yards. Lee Barney comes out towards him. It's come through here to Plowright. Plowright gets the cross in. It's come through, and then Guy Hollis can bring the forwards for Slough. He's just going to keep the ball here, looking for a run. He's going to boot it straight out of play. Thankfully not to our commentary position, but we played 3.5 minutes. Ref, it's further down there, ref. Come on. Thank you. Easy. So Adebayo to take this throw for Kings Langley towards Hitchcock. Back towards Deaton. Deaton being chased down here by Charlie Moon. Moon is being played across here to Anthony. Anthony just inside his own half. Trying to bring the ball forwards. Out towards following on this far touchline. He's going to try and cut inside. Gives it to Hutton. Hutton with a bit of space. Looking to orchestrate at least one last chance for Kings Langley. Plays ball on the far hand side. Looking for the run of Swales. Swales can't keep it in. It's out for a throw in on that far hand side. Full time at Kettering. It's Kettering nil, Hitchin nil. As we just wait to see Saint 3, Froome 2 as a full-time result. So St Neots have won again. Good home form, but maybe not so good away form. But Slough just wasting time on that far side. Guy Hollis has gone over to take the corner. We have played almost 4.5 minutes of added time. How long until the referee blows his whistle? We could be here till Sunday. Don't make any plans. Long throw by Hollis. Cleared by Anthony. Back in towards Swales, who's underneath it. Then flicked on by Hutton. Kings Langley calling for a free kick. It's come through to Togwell. Togwell clears, trying to find Moon. Moon can't keep the ball in. It's out for a throw in on the halfway line for Kings Langley. We've played 5 minutes of added time. The ball's coming to hit Connolly. Switches it to Adebayo. Adebayo trying to play the ball in here to Plowright. Plowright just comes back towards Deaton. Slough just, I don't know how long he's going to play for. Deaton with the ball forwards towards the edge of the box. It's come through. Mark Scott gathers that well. Has he given a penalty? I don't know what he's given here. The referee's blown. He's given a foul against Zuku, who's gone down in the box. I really can't understand what this referee's doing. He's just telling all the players to go away. I think he's given a foul to Slough. Nobody actually knows. He's telling all the Kings Langley players to go away. The trainer's coming on for Kings Langley. We really do not know what he's given. Connolly, the captain's just chatting to him. I've got a really funny feeling that instead of giving a penalty, he's given a free kick to Slough. He's still telling the Kings Langley players to go away. Zuku's down on the box getting some treatment. I haven't got a clue what's going on. It could well be that we may need to get some more data, because we could be playing on here for absolutely ages. Zuku's just getting... he's got a bit of a smack in the face by the looks of it, as he's gone for the ball. I think he's given a free kick to Slough. He has. He's actually given a free kick to Slough. I really wouldn't understand what this referee's doing. We've played 51.5 minutes so far of this second half. Zuku's going to come back on. I don't think he's going to come with. He's just got an ice pack against his face. He's trundling off really slow. It's a free kick to Slough. It's Slough 3-2 up, but we could well be playing. It's just as well that I drove here, because I think otherwise I'd miss the coach on the way back. So Scott will get the game back underway in a second. St Ives have beaten Cinderford away 1-0, as Scott will try and get this ball further down the field for Slough. Comes out towards Charlie Moon. Moon flicks it into the path here of Dobson. Dobson's just being told to keep the ball. Slough trying to manage the ball. He's played it off Connolly for a throw, and then stand right in the way. Why not? And it's a throw for Slough. Slough just the ball's just stuck in some brambles, which is why it's taking Slough a while to get to the ball. Dobson with the throw. Takes it quickly to Moon down the line. Back towards Dobson, and Dobson does well to get past the way. Just holding the ball up in the corner flag here. And that is the final whistle here at Game Meadow. It's finished. Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 3. It's been a crazy day. Slough 2-0 down. Some early goals. They come back to 2-2 in the second half. And that winning goal from Charlie Moon in the 84th minute, that winning goal by Charlie Moon. It's given Slough a victory here at Kings Langley. This isn't going to be an easy place to come. Kings Langley are a very good side. Lewis Toomey, who scored 2 goals, just ran out of breath. He suffers a little bit from asthma. I saw him got an inhaler that he has. Kings Langley have done really well today. They deserve to be 2-0 up. But Slough have battled back through 2 easy goals. And to be honest, Slough mostly have had 3 efforts on target. And they've scored all 3. Sometimes when you're in this league, that's what you need. And the Kings Langley captain has gone over to the referee, and he still wants to have a go. And the referee's just said, "Look, just go away, mate, please." So it's finished here. Kings Langley 2, Slough Town 3. Slough Town get a valuable away win away from home, and that defeat on Tuesday night at Banbury has cost Slough a good chance here. They're going to move up some places in the league, but I'll give you some of the full-time results as they're coming through. Stratford 1, Basingstoke 1, Hazen Yedding 0, Leamington 1, Cirencester 1, Biggleswade 0, Cambridge City 1, Chippenham 3. We're just trying to find some more. Chesham 3, Dorchester 0. Looks like Weymouth have scored against Weymouth are playing Redditch, who are top of the table. Looks like they've scored with a last-minute penalty. It is scored by Charlie Davis to make it Weymouth 1, Redditch 0, but that game's still being played. And just trying to see if there's any more going in. Kettering 0, Hitchin 0. The match of the day, it was Merthyr Town 3, Dunstable 3. As the Slough players just getting a round of applause from the Slough fans in that far side. It's finished here. A good victory to Slough. The next time that we're on air is this coming Tuesday. So we will be at home on Tuesday, where the visitors will be Stratford Town. Again, hashtag Rebels Return, as the Slough just wait to come into that final couple of games at Holloway's Park before that move into that new stadium. So keep your eyes out on anything there. So one more game to go on a Tuesday, one more game on a Saturday. The next 2 games for Slough are at home. If you can't make it down to Holloway's Park for those final 2 games, you know exactly what to do. You can listen to us here on Rebels Radio. We might have someone else helping out, so you don't have to listen to me whittering on for 90 minutes. But we wish you all the very best for the rest of the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. The 3 points here for Slough have given a lot of Slough fans a smile on their face. Until then, wish you the very best, and we'll be back on Tuesday as Slough look to build on their home record. So until then, thank you, goodbye.